Tom Arnone.
No, it's call-out time.
Brian Wilson.
You died for that football.
Nick Delgozzo.
It's going to be a battle.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Welcome in, everybody. This is Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com. We're live from the BMW Atlantic City studios like we are every Sunday. BMW Atlantic City, we're off exit 17 in the Parkway. Find them online, BMWAtlanticCity.com. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgozzo, Brian Wilson, Nikki Jules on the ones and twos. Heavy baseball. Major League Baseball season is upon us. We're going to dive deep. We've already had 2 games go off already.
Christmas Day for us.
Oh, third coming up right now. Actually, probably 8:05. It's 8:01 now, so 8:05. You got the Cards, Cubbies tonight, and
8:35 maybe.
8:35. Yeah,
give us a little bit of time.
Yeah, it gives us a few minutes to get our beak wet and give some predictions, previews, awards. We're going to go over the whole list. Division winners. We're going to get deep into baseball tonight because this is either where you're the smartest guy in the room 162 games later, or nobody gives a shit. Either or.
Yeah.
One or the other.
I went a little deeper.
Were you pointing I'm the smartest guy in the room, or nobody? You're pointing at me I'm the smartest guy in the room?
Clearly not. I did a little records today. My Bianca was taking a nap. I did a little records here, so I get.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see.
Oh,
probably a little deeper than you probably wanted.
We're going full records, huh? Now everyone can point out how bad we are.
Listen, we'll talk about the Final Four that happened last night. Both games, UNC Gonzaga, as well as South Carolina. UNC Oregon, South Carolina, Gonzaga. We'll talk about that, and we'll talk about tomorrow night's national championship between UNC and the Zags, and who comes out of that, who's going to cut the nets down. We'll get into that later on, which side you should throw your fazools around on, which is whatever side he goes with. He's made it very clear. We're going to continue that. We're here to help you. So when a guy's getting pummeled and beaten up and hit over the head with bricks in terms of throwing fazools around, go the opposite way of them. Wow. So we're here to help because other people can make money off your loss.
First off, are we really going to go there right now?
No, I'm right with you.
You're on the same page.
I said it for 2 weeks now. Go to the opposite of me.
If all 3 of us agree, take the other team. That's all. That's the given here.
That's all. All right, everything that's going on in Phoenix tomorrow night, we'll touch on everything that is the national championship later on in the show. But our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. Which of these MLB teams can win 100 games? Cubs, Nats, Red Sox, Indians, Rangers, nobody. Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. And listen, it could be more of them. Doesn't have to be just one of them. Can they all win 100? Probably not. Is there 2 that can win 100? 3 that can win 100? Or you just got one?
You got a sleeper out there? It's got 30 wins in their back pocket? Chime in.
Wells, you want to get it started? Any of them teams? What do you think?
The Cubs. I think the Cubs can win 100 for sure.
That's a good start.
Cubs are loaded, man.
Yeah.
Schwarb's batting leadoff. I still can't believe that,
Ooh.
but it's just. The guy's phenomenal. Took him in fantasy. We're hoping for a big year. Catcher eligibility. Everybody loves it. I like the Cubs a lot. I think the Nats are really good, but who's Strasburg this year? What are we gonna get? What are we getting Strasburg wise? And
what are you getting Harper wise?
Harper will be fine.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
Take your Yelich. He'll be fine. This guy's talking about Miami. Who are they pitching tomorrow? I saw something.
They might talk about what they were pitching.
I'm just saying.
I was talking about their outfield. It was nothing to do with who they're throwing. We know they're not throwing anybody.
That Miami's a good team. They're not.
When did I ever claim that Miami was a good team? I claimed their outfield was good. That's all I claimed. Pump your brakes when I start crowning the Miami Marlins now. All right? At no point did I say, oh, this is a great baseball team. When did I say that?
I never said great. I said
when did I say good? When did I say they were a good baseball team?
What?
I said their outfield's real good. When did I say their team and their staff's good?
You love Christian Yelich. Just put it that way.
I do love some Yelich. Kick and play. Why do I got it? Well, how's that a problem that I like Christian Yelich?
I just thought you give him too much credit.
Too much credit? Why have I given him too much credit? The kid's coming to his own. I like him as a ball player. He had a good year last year.
He's a good player.
And I think he has a better year this year. That's all it is. I compared their outfield saying it was better than the Nationals outfield. That's all I said. And now you're going to start putting words in mouths. I like your style. Big fan of throwing words in this guy's mouth. All right? Keep your own words in your own mouth. All right? Real simple.
I'm not going to point fingers. Your problem. You're real.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
All right?
Hey, keep everything out of your mouth tonight, would you? Keep anything out of your mouth.
I think there's maybe 4 teams that could win
It's a
100
family
games.
show. Yeah.
Total. Cubs, Nats, Rangers, maybe 3.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
I'm right with you.
I mean-
Except the Red Sox. I got the Rangers down only because I did like them, and then I realized after Darvish and Hamels, man, whoo, goodness gracious, one of us ought to loosen up. I mean, it's
Yeah, true. And
So,
their pen should be pretty
and
good.
that's a tough. And I think that division is really tough this year.
I like the Red Sox also, but I think that the AL East is tough though.
Yeah.
No, I mean if Tanaka can't find the strike zone like he couldn't today, the Yankees might be in big trouble.
I think the AL Central is a dumpster fire. So
Oh,
I think
yeah.
the Indians could win 100. Possibly. Carrasco was dog shit in the spring, so we'll see. When the lights turn on, it's a whole new season. It doesn't matter good or bad. It's the spring's over, so let's see what happens. But he's been dog shit, and he's key for them. And we'll see if Brantley is finally able to play.
If he
all
can
these
stay
years,
healthy,
what I mean?
yeah. I mean, it's just the Indians could. I see KC bouncing back a little bit, but I don't think they're going to be as good as they were a couple years ago. And the White Sox are a mess.
Yeah. I got the White Sox
And the Twins should disband. So
And when you talk about the Tigers, I mean, this is the end.
we know.
Yeah.
We know what
to
they.
more of
This is
the.
the time.
I think Verlander has
know,
a big year.
You talk about 1 or 2 years left in the tank. I mean, what aging veterans on that team? This is
Bunch of guys.
It's their
Yeah.
opportunity right here.
This-
when you
this
talk
is
about the Tigers.
There's a bunch
if
of
you got a
guys.
cannon, fire it now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Victor, Miggy, Kinsler.
Yeah.
They're all getting old. Verlander, every one of them.
Now, I like the Red Sox. I mean, I know it's a tough division, but if I'm going to look at a team, obviously the Cubs. I mean, I think the Cubs can win 100. Doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. But when you're looking besides the Cubs, I like the Red Sox, even though that division's good. I don't think it's as good as years past, though. I mean, when you look at the Blue Jays, they lost a little bit.
I don't think their pitching.
The Blue Jays lost a little bit. I mean,
they're
lose,
good, though.
Listen, you take 35,
No,
40
no.
homers out of your lineup, and then another 20,
Yeah, no,
25
no.
from
I was
Saunders.
They
That's
added
2 losses.
Kendrys, though, right?
I was just
Morales,
yeah,
he's a good player.
Yeah.
No, he's not the same as Encarnacion. I just wanted to touch on Willie's point because I thought the same thing, and then that staff is really undervalued.
It
I
is.
think right now, and the season still has to play.
I
out.
like Estrada.
But you're talking about Sanchez has Cy Young stuff. He kind of took that step last year. Not
Another
crowning-
guy
not
that
crowning him,
that
but-
was dog shit in the spring though.
yeah,
Sanchez.
Yeah, but he's got
I like
great,
Aaron
he's got
Sanchez.
great stuff. Estrada, a tremendous changeup guy. Change of speeds guy. We saw what Stroman did. We'll see if he's ready to take that next step. J.A. Happ is shown to be, an AL,
Pretty
AL East
consistent.
guy,
Pretty
a
consistent guy, yeah.
AL East guy. And then you got Liriano. If he's always the X factor, and see if he's got anything left in the tank. So to me, that staff is very underrated a little bit. And I had them. I still think they're in the wild card hunt. That first wild card, anywhere from like 87 to 86 to 88 wins.
Yeah, and Boston. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see that Boston should be really damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, the reigning Cy Young winner, and he's probably your third best pitcher. So, Sale should be dynamite with them as long as he's not a locker room issue.
Yeah. We'll see what kind of health issues
and
Price
when
has,
Price
you know
gets
what I mean?
back. Yeah. So
we'll see how he deals with his health issues. But Beninteini's supposed to be the real deal. I mean, he's number one prospect in baseball. So
yeah, we'll see how that goes. But if he is the real deal, then watch out.
yeah,
I mean, Mookie hits.
They all hit.
Bogarts hits.
There's no issue with them.
Yeah.
hitting. They're going to hit.
yeah.
Bradley Jr. hits.
Is Kung Fu Panda back to?
Yeah, I mean, that could even be another. Look at that. I mean, the rich get richer. He's in good shape now. He's had a pretty good spring from all reports. And if that guy gets even back to a little bit of what he was before he really became a panda,
I think that
then
was
they're in good shape.
I think that was the problem. I like some. There's certain fat guys that I like fat. Just stay fat and
But
just
did he
let them
get
do
too
their
fat?
thing though. Yeah, probably. He almost ate his way out of
I mean,
baseball.
yeah.
He almost ate his
He got
way out
too
of
big,
baseball.
yeah.
I'll give you that. But I'm saying let's instead of 4 Twinkies, let's have 2.
That's
You know
all.
what I mean, but
Moderation, babe. Everything in moderation.
because he flat out got it done back.
Well, hey, listen,
years
there's no
ago.
question he could be a high 285, 290 in terms of weight and still bat you over his weight, over his playing weight, and he'd bat you an easy 3. I mean, there's no question there. But yeah, to your point, he got to the point where he ate himself out.
He would have had to have a
baseball.
hell of a year to bat over his playing weight last year. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, nobody's doing that. Nobody's pulling that.
Nobody's hit 400 since Ted Williams.
I like the Nationals, guys. I don't know if I like them to win 100 though. I don't like them that much as much as everybody else does.
I just don't think our division is that good.
No, I realize the division is not as good. But
the Mets are a fucking paper tiger. Okay, I don't want to hear shit about the Mets.
Oh, listen, dude. If the staff, if them arms are healthy, they're going to give them a big run. I hate the Mets too, but
Mets is getting Tommy John in a week, and Harvey will follow up in fucking early June. Fuck the Mets. Oh. That's for you, Pove.
That's for your party.
Yeah. Enjoy your wrestling party. Speedos for everyone. Jesus Christ.
Belly to belly.
Let's go watch WWE. Can't wait. Mataraki there too? I'm sure he is.
He's backing up, ready for Alabama.
Jesus Christ.
Jarrell wants to know on Facebook. Anybody know where Don Brown is, though? He said a serious question.
Tom Brown?
Yeah, anybody know where he's at?
Probably at some cowboy rally.
Yeah.
Local pizzeria in Texas somewhere. Changing the salt and pepper shakers.
The Valley Ranch.
He stinks.
What it's called.
He had a phenomenal, 17-game stretch.
But I think
for the Phils about 3 years.
I think
3.5 ago.
I think the Nats will be close. I agree with Willie on the Mets. The hatred's there, so you never want to ever pick the Mets. But I had the Nats in the 94 to 95 range. It's Dusty Baker's MO. They figure it out during the regular season and they take a shit in the playoffs. And we'll see what happens with that back end. See what happens with the closer. The kid Glover didn't win it yet, but he's still he's like an eighth inning guy now. He's supposed to be real electric. So we'll see. What they do at the back end, the closeout games, and obviously with Strasburg, what you're going to get with Scherzer. So
I mean, if Strasburg is good, then they have everything you would think that they would need. To have a 100-win season.
Yeah, Eaton's a huge pickup. It looks like Turner.
I like Eaton. Trey Turner's a beast, and he's going to be a shortstop where he should be. You cannot like Harper like Tom, but he's a good player. And they got Rendon. You would think would have a better year than they had last year because he kind of had a bad year. And like you said, Scherzer, Strasburg, Roark,
Murph, and Worth. Absolutely.
They should be pretty tough.
Yeah.
No, it should be
I think everyone's down on the Phils. I think people
tough.
talking 72 wins for the Phils. I really think the Phils are going to be over 500 though. I'll tell you that.
Oh, they want 70,
slightly over.
Well, they won 72 last year, so you would assume that they get
at least a step forward.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope an 8 to 10 difference in wins. Easy. I mean, the team's definitely improved from what they were last year. I mean, nobody's crowning this baseball team, but they're improved in terms of being more of a Major League Baseball team this year than they were in years past. So, I have major issues when people say 72 because that's not part of a build. That's not a rebuild. And
it's like a regression, really.
Yeah, because we were told 2017, more of 2018, we're going to make a run and start to compete. Well, if you take a step back in 2017 before your target date of 2018, I got a major problem with that. And I think that's why a lot of 1-year deals for veterans, a couple 1-year deals for some veteran guys where you're not going to owe them nothing after this year. And if they do,
maybe move them at the
Saunders
deadline,
hits well, then you move them at the deadline. Howie has a decent first half, then you can move these guys for average below average prospects.
Howie has 3 hits in April, and you get rid of them.
No, I mean that's a spot on.
I hate how
it's a great point by you. I mean, you just say to yourself, was that a mirror 72 win team last year? So I know what you're saying, and I agree 100%. Yeah, you want to always continue to to grow and show progress and get better. But were they a 72? You know what I mean? Like I understand they did.
Did they overachieve?
Yeah. I mean, they were hot early. Gomez was doing it with mirrors, and they were exciting. They had a great April and May. And then it teetered out a little bit. So, what I mean? And we liked what Pete was doing, with the young guys and, keeping them together. I thought he did a great job with those young guys. So
I think they're going to be much more competitive this year. And I look for Franco to make a step towards being a star player.
Yeah, there's some statements. There's some statement years that need to be.
Oh, they need to be had for sure.
Absolutely, and he's one of them. And Franco. I mean, of course, Franco and Herrera, your boy, your son. The guy,
my baby,
the consistent.
Arnone.
That guy, that consistent, 300 hitter. That's what you're looking for. Put together a couple seasons in a row where, if it's time to bring the youth movement up, then you can get, you can sell high on him. I know that would make you unhappy, but I'm saying, that's the time. Like, if he's playing really, really
play your cards right,
all-star caliber well, then then it could be time to, deal. I'm not saying that's the right move or wrong move, but You want to always have.
Oh, I'll tell you.
You want to have the ball in your court. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what move it is. If you want that answer, that's a bad move. When you're paying a guy pennies, be an all-star caliber outfielder for you. That's pennies, peanuts. You're paying the guy. At no point would it ever be a good move if he's producing, because you're paying him nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, what? If you're paying him a lot of money, then then ship it.
Regression.
He could. I mean, you want him to regress?
No, I don't.
I mean,
I'm a Phillies fan, so no, I just don't like him. How many bat flips this year? Over under? 60. Over under 60. How many?
Flair. Tom.
Bat flip.
Tom's a
listen. You
a
want to
foreign
go?
player.
I
Tom's
just
a foreign player
60.
apologist. He's an apologist for foreign players.
This is the way that they are. It's the culture. It's the culture.
Been the DR a bunch.
He's
of times,
he's bat flipping 50 times. Dude, I'm telling you.
Listen, you want to go around the lake and
Guys
count
got a
bat
DR
flips?
license.
Because, I mean, really, you want to go around
I
the
just
lake
want to
and
count the
bat
ones on the Phillies for balls that are caught in right field before the warning track.
Listen, you're going off like one time that he did it where it
One
stands out that caused a big ruckus about it. But besides that, I mean, when did it really else did it bother you? Because he did
Every
it.
time he fucking did it, it bothered me.
Okay. All right. Then stop watching him. I don't tell you. When he comes to the
I want him traded.
demanding a trade over a
I
bat
want
flip.
him traded. I really do.
Listen, brother, you got a long 10 years left. Long 10 years of watching baseball
think we
in
do.
you right now, because it's only going to get more and more and more in the game. It's only going to become more.
Why?
It just is. It's just
Not until somebody nips in the butt.
You want him to block the left side of his TV?
it's high. See where the ball goes. Hope the bat doesn't flip over top of your hand and go from there.
Oh, it will. So that's I'm screwed there. It's got to turn it off when he's batting.
All right. So anybody else with the 100? So we named a few that we think that can. Obviously, the Indians, good one. I mean, there's a few.
I don't know. I still think I know Nicky doesn't think so. The Rangers, I understand after you, and I mean, obviously, is you going to even be healthy? He is starting tomorrow, I believe, opening day starter, which is that's a good thing. To say. When you beat out Cole for opening day starter, obviously he's looked pretty good, but can he stay healthy?
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't stayed healthy in years. So
I do like the pen,
and
I like the back.
I like their pen. Dyson can pitch.
Bush.
Yeah, Bush is electric,
Plenty in the tank.
Well, when he's not beating people and asking them what the F his name is, he's pretty good. Run dudes over.
Plenty of years left.
But
he only played in the California Penal League.
I just think the AL West stinks. Houston's good, but
no.
The Angels are an absolute train wreck.
I don't see that.
Really?
As much as normal.
Ricky Nolasco is starting tomorrow.
Ricky fucking Nolasco. No, Shoemaker.
No. Ricky Nolasco.
I got Shoemaker.
Ricky Nolasco. Ricky.
I'm not doubting your knowledge. I picked up Shoemaker. He's getting 2 starts, so he better be going Tuesday then. I mean,
Ricky, no.
Well, we know they are an abomination, so you just figure it's one of these years. It's not going to be as bad. I think the Mariners are better than everybody thinks. I know.
No,
keep
okay.
saying that,
the Mariners. I've said that for years too.
I know.
I got Felix late as shit, so I'll be okay. I'll be okay with it.
I feel like they could slide into the wild card possibly.
I feel like they had 3 guys hit great last year, and they still weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Cano had a great year.
Yep, Cruz
had a great year, and Seager had a great year.
Yeah.
Well, they're adding 10 more guys, 10 newcomers to their opening day roster from a year ago. So Segura,
huge pickup.
Yeah,
Smiley, Gallardo, Jared Dyson.
I like
a couple names
Taiwan
that they
Walker.
added. So listen, there's a lot. It's all. This is why it's fun, because everybody starts at 0.
Hey, I was gonna say, everyone. It's baseball. It's baseball season, and baseball, anything can happen. Shit, who thought the 93 Phillies were going to go, Anything can happen. Let's have a good year. I'll tell you what, I will never criticize.
Show you, spring training matters. You talk about the 93 Phils. They were real hot down in Clearwater that year. Real hot on Hooters girls and, in the club. On
Hooters
the
girls, Budweisers.
Yeah. They probably only played
packs of smokes.
4 innings, and then they called it a day. Crocker was like, that's enough, dude. 1 AB, I'm good. I'm good.
I know he got killed for it, but the highlight of spring was Ryan Braun's interview about spring training was the highlight of spring for me. When he said, the best at bat in spring is? A line out. Actually, a line out with a man on first where he gets doubled off. That's the best at bat at spring. That's what he said.
It's like I said, it all depends who it comes from. You know what I mean? Like he's a piece of shit, but I love the quote. I love it. You know what I mean? Like if it was like if it was one of the chosen ones, if it was like somebody else said it, then like you said, it wouldn't have been vilified. But it was awesome. I mean, just a great quote. He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, but he's an established stud.
Yeah,
I know he took PEDs, but he's still pretty.
I meant like the whole thing. I mean, everybody's done it, but you got a guy fired because you were like so adamant about that wasn't my sample.
Yeah.
Like a poor guy lost his job because you're a piece of shit. Yeah, I mean the fact that he did steroids, I don't care. Doesn't affect me. I mean, I want my guys juicing, and I wish everybody would pop them.
We're handing them out.
I mean, it was just the way he handled it. So I mean, like he'll never get a reprieve from me. You know what I mean? Like a guy lost his job. I mean, you lied on TV, and then you cried about it. I mean, enough out of you.
And then you're complaining, and then it sounds like it doesn't sound like it is to the public, to the fans. Like this guy's making millions of dollars complaining. He's in beautiful Florida right now, or whatever he is. If he's over in the cactus, or wherever.
Regardless, he's in Florida, Arizona, having a good time.
Cacti?
Soaking it in, playing 3 innings of baseball, and then going home and doing nothing, living the life. And the guy's complaining about spring training. Would he rather be in Milwaukee this time of year? Because I mean, you can't have your cake.
Would you rather be in Milwaukee ever?
Yeah,
no. Right? I mean, you can even say middle junior. Rather be in Milwaukee, or rather be in Clearwater.
The answer to that riddle is no.
Yeah, Dahmer didn't even want to be in in Milwaukee.
I'd rather be in Camden than Milwaukee. I would.
Nah, I think I'll still stick with I think I'll go with Milwaukee on that one.
I don't know.
So you're talking you're going to walk right down the street now?
Oh, Camden in the daylight's beautiful.
Different. Maybe around around Victor's Pub there, around the River Sharks old stadium. Sure. I'll stay in that area.
Oh, okay.
It's about a 4-block radius.
No, you're going down by Rockers.
Decentness.
The ballpark, the Bend.
Yeah.
No,
the aquarium.
Yeah. Little shot collar.
Just don't go under the Bend. Don't go under the Bend, but enjoy everything around the Bend. Like don't go walking under.
You need a bag, you make a couple walks.
Yeah. Mind if we dance with your dates? You don't want to end up like that.
If I was you, I'd be leaving. Good idea. That's great. No, nothing wrong with Camden, except everything. Great place to never be.
Guys, you think the Indians could have a little bit of a little down? Could the Indians have a little bit of a down year? A little hangover.
Yeah.
A lot of innings, a lot of innings on a lot of arms.
Hey, I mean,
out there, Kluber threw at times.
I was going to say, Klub's, the other guys have already shown that they've got injury histories, always banged up. If Klub's gets banged up, I mean, they do have a pretty dynamic bullpen pairing there with Andrew Miller and Cody Allen.
You got that
but both, again, Miller and Allen, a lot of innings.
Yeah. Listen,
true.
It's a very valid question. I just think.
But Miller was a starter.
Right, you're right. You were right there at the mountain. You know what I mean? You fell off as you were planting your flag, for a title, and you fell back, all the way back down, to the bottom. So I feel, and we know Francona. I love what Francona does. I just feel like I said in a weak division, it's almost like they got a free, not a free ride, but you get, almost a free pass to get out of there, and then it's time to button your chin strap, when you get to the playoffs. So,
what do you think about the Royals this year?
I think they're not as bad as they were last year. They're not as good as they were when they won the World Series 2 years ago. I think they're going to be a playoff contender.
Right in the middle.
I like them at 82.
86.
Right
82, 83.
88. Right in that area.
Well, we can do that right now.
Obviously, a huge loss in your staff, so we'll see how they deal with that, But I do like the young pieces, Obviously,
he was a pile of shit.
And Kane.
Giordano dead Ventura. I'm sorry. Is this too soon? He's dead.
No, it's not too soon. No, I mean,
real talk.
Yeah, it is real talk.
This is A2D radio. It was real talk. I thought.
No, you see,
guy's dead. Guy died.
A little off subject, real quick, but Jarrell chiming in. I saw this earlier that AP is going to meet with the Pats tomorrow.
Yeah, he'll probably sign for like $500,000 a year.
Yep.
Some bullshit. Run for $1,800. Fucking rich get richer.
Oh my God, they always get richer.
Fucking Tom's smiling right now. I can already see him wearing some ridiculous fucking Argyle sweater.
Yeah,
he likes his Uggs.
$1,000 in free salad works for for a year. That's it. I mean, he is just absolutely still yoked. Still an absolute sculpture. AP.
Yeah, I know. Can we get him over to? I tell you what, if he wants to take less money, he can come on over to the Birds. We'll take him.
He's gone to.
All right, he can hand me the switch. I'll be the switch hitting over here.
All right. Yeah. Well, listen. We'll see. I don't think he leaves. New England.
Well, if they want him, he ain't gonna leave. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
it's all about whether they want him.
When
They're probably gonna put him through a workout. I would
well,
say.
hold on. You get the visit done. You get the visit in, and the guy's coming to see you. You know, something's really got to go wrong for me to believe he's going to leave. He hasn't had a visit anywhere since March the 9th. That's a long time in free agency to go visitless. So I think it's all set up that he wanted to get in the door in New England in some way. They finally got a meeting and a sit down, and I don't think he's going to be leaving because I think that Bill can write anything on a piece of paper and slide it across the table, and he's going to be like, done deal. That's how I feel about it right now. I don't think he's going to get better off than anywhere else.
Incentive-laden deal.
Yeah, big time incentive-laden.
And, I mean, LeGarrette probably ain't going to be happy about it, but whatever.
Oh, I mean, that's that whole
The
backfield.
one thing that Bill does is he don't give a shit.
No.
If
Well,
you're
the one
happy or
thing,
not.
Bill,
So that's
Bill
why
also
why
handles
Bill's
his
the best.
But Bill also handles his back's workloads really well too. So just because AP's coming in there doesn't mean
they don't get McCaffrey.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he's going to not. It doesn't mean he's going to touch the ball 28 times a game. I mean, he comes in, and I think through most of this season, you're going to see a 10, 15 touch guy.
It'll be 12.
Maybe
It'll be
even
12
less.
touches till a game they think they're going to lose, and they'll give him the ball 40
you
times.
got to be able to catch a football out of the backfield if you play for the Patriots. So.
Yeah, he won't be on third down. Like LeGarrette's not on third down.
He's
Yeah,
not going to be there all the time. So.
Look at us, a shift. We use the shift gears. Boom.
Yeah.
Shift it. Let's shift back. AL East. We'll go over that as our first division, and we'll work our way down, and we'll get to the.
By the way, if we're going to shift back to football at some point, that's something I want to say.
We can shift the football right now.
No, I don't have to.
Nobody's holding hypothetical.
I always will talk about the. Obviously, we weren't on.
You don't hold a hypothetical gun to your therapist's head. Wells?
Yes. I would say we weren't on last week, but
which one? What movie was that? The hypothetical gun to your therapist's head. Which movie was that? Come on.
I know.
Come
I know.
on.
I know. You're killing me.
Better than this.
I know.
You're better than this.
I've been had a rough weekend.
Analyze this.
No, it's
that would have been hypothetical. That would have been a real piece.
forget. It's a comedy.
Was that with De Niro?
Yeah.
That would have been a real piece. Well, Retreat.
Oh, Couples Retreat.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? It's a good movie. Which one's the North Star? What am I, Harry Tubman? I don't know which the North Star. All right. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So obviously the Raiders are moving to Vegas. We haven't touched on it, and I just want to say, okay, I completely understand people that live in Oakland and around Oakland that are really upset with this because the Eagles left here, they would never because we're not scumbag Oakland, but. If they ever did, I would be heartbroken and I would be unconsolable and probably burn someone alive. But I just want to say, for the fans around here, I know some people that are Raiders fans for some reason. I don't know why. But, why? First off, it's closer now than Oakland was. And if you go to watch a Raiders game now, you get to go to Vegas. You should be happy. I'd be having a friggin' New Year's Eve party.
Yeah.
It'd be a great time.
No, like you said.
You get to go to Vegas. People that live in Oakland, I understand.
Yeah. The people that are part of the black hole, first of all, check your beanbag, though. It's cool when you go to the game, but, the other night, they're at a bar, and you're getting interviewed on the Worldwide Leader of Idiots, and these are grown men with their faces painted, and they're just absolutely...
Spike collars on.
Yeah, come on.
Jesus
but I
Christ.
understand, you're part of the black hole, and that's a great thing. You've done that, and all, that's
definitely
awesome.
a rough childhood.
You're
wearing masks and spikes.
To me, I can't...
Regardless of what you're rooting for.
I can't wrap my head around the 2-year thing. Who
you
the hell's going to go there?
Yeah, you got to wait.
Oh, my God, bro. This guy just dropped a hammer with his bowl cut. Jim Carrey, the Jim Carrey of owners with the worst hairdo I've ever seen.
Dumb and Dumber.
Says, I'm in, we're moving. And you got to stay there for 2 days. They got to stay there for 2 days.
But you guys might still coming for 2 years.
That's what I'm saying.
We're still going to be renting it. Who was it, John Ryan, the punter for Seattle?
Yeah, we had a great comment.
Go ahead. You remember what he said? Yeah, go ahead.
I don't remember exactly, but it was good. He was like, it was like your girlfriend saying, by the way, we're breaking up. But it's going to be 2 years from now, and I'm going to still live here, and you're going to still pay for everything for the next 2 years, and then I'm going to leave.
I'm not moving out for 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Really soak up this lease for a minute here. But how ridiculous is that? Bro, if you were trying to, and obviously this was in the works. Yeah. So if you were trying
Everyone
to do this,
knew it.
Now, he wants
I said this a year ago, and the Raiders fans tried to tell me I was wrong. Yeah, you're going to move to Vegas.
Well, as soon as it came out the first time, I told people right at this station here who disagreed with me, and there was a few guys, when I said, well, it's a done deal. And they said, well, the owners are going to vote on it. And I said, well, hold up. Because once it goes in front of the owners, it ain't getting vetoed.
The owners wanted nothing more than to have a team in Vegas. They've wanted this for a long time.
It's not going to get vetoed. Once any of these votes, most time, go in front of owners to move locations, they don't get vetoed.
Guess why?
Because they all make each other's money. Yeah.
You know why?
They all pull money from each other.
I was going to say, you want to know why? It's because Vegas is big
revenue sharing.
Big bucks. And guess what Oakland's not? not big bucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, they might be a black hole, but the Oakland also is a shit mess.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
just
fans from
just
around
about
here
the
should be
sheer-
happy. You don't have to go to Oakland anymore.
This
Right?
is just about the sheer amount of tourists. Like, you don't even need a fan base, like per se. Like, if you
No,
say,
you don't.
Like, it's just all the people that
They'll
are
sell
there
out
are
every game
gonna
regardless.
get- Yeah, that's what
They'll
I'm
sell out
saying.
every game regardless.
It's like going seeing a show. Go see
Yeah.
Siegfried and Roy.
Ah, let's go see the Raiders, yeah.
Right. You don't need it.
Now, will they
Crazy.
maintain the Raider name? I guess so, right?
Vegas.
I hope they don't.
The
I hope they
Ve-
don't. I hope they wipe the name right off.
The
Then all these
Ve-
Raiders fans have more to cry about.
The Vegas Raiders.
You gotta call it. That's something.
You know he's not changing the name, though.
I hope he does.
Well, he's not
He's
going
not going-
to
he's not
because
going
there's
to.
all his branding. You know,
I know he's not going to,
The
but-
Raiders are branded. I mean, it's too branded for you to change the name, you know?
He also walks around with that hairdo. So.
I understand that.
Dude,
So if everybody knows branding,
Does
you
it
should
not
know
look
it.
fake? How fake does it look?
Oh
It's the
my God.
fakest thing ever. It's like someone put
incredible.
a broom on his
It's
fucking head.
incredible.
What is going on?
Like, you can't even talk to the guy. Like,
No.
I can't-
How do you take
Like,
this
how
guy
do you-
seriously? How does this fucking guy have money?
He's like,
how
will
is
you
no
stop-
one killed
Can you
this
stop
dude
staring
yet?
at my eyes? I mean, my hair,
Oh,
please.
my
Can you
God.
stop staring at my hair, please?
I would be like, does it?
The girl's saying, can you stop staring at my tits? I mean, it's the same thing. I'm just going to be looking up at his hair the whole time.
I would just feel like he
Yeah,
just takes
I
it
don't know
off
what
and like
you're
sits
saying.
it next to the bed, and then he wakes up and then whoop, pops
Yeah,
it on.
Just a cranium replacement. Hey,
a lot of
cranium
glue in that
replacement.
one. All that money. Can
Oh,
you get
my
one
Lord.
look a little realer? That's all.
Yeah, so now
Get a new haircut. Get a new barber. Something.
we didn't get a chance.
Was
to
his
talk
father cutting his hair?
about- That's crazy.
Al? Yeah, he's still around. Tales from the Crypt.
Well, I mean, the way it looks now, Al probably is cutting the hair.
He might be. Shit.
He might be using one of
I
Al's
think
hands.
Al was dead for the last 15 that he was alive.
Somebody propped that motherfucker up.
Someone was dropping him down fucking strings like Pinocchio.
Somebody get a stick for this motherfucker.
Oh,
Weekend at Al's.
that weekend. I was going to say.
Get the music going.
He's still making decisions. Him and
I wish I could
like that.
Him and Steinbrenner are still writing checks.
I wish I could stand up and do the walk right now.
Him and George are still signing checks.
Shit.
Oh, that's great.
Fucking Al Davis.
All right,
What
so
a
let's
laughing stock.
Just win, baby.
go AL. Let's go AL East back to baseball. Run
why not?
it right down. We'll just go. Who do you got winning the AL East?
Red Sox.
The Sox.
Sox. All right. Any order of that division playing out?
Blue Jays, Orioles, Yankees, Rays for me. For the Unk.
Willie's got a little different.
Yeah. That's where
I
we're
got
at.
Red Sox, Orioles,
Reds-
Blue Jays, Yankees, Rays.
Red Sox, Yankees, Blue Jays, Rays, Orioles.
House that Willie built.
Orioles
It's
stink.
like the Yanks last 2 years.
The house that Willie
I'm
built.
telling you,
You know what I mean?
I
The
think
house that Glenn built. Look at this guy.
I like
Look
the
at this
Yanks a
guy.
little bit this year. I know
Birdman's
Tanaka
back.
has struggled today, but I'm telling you,
it's one
got
game,
some young
too.
guys. They got some young guys that can play. Gleyber Torres will be up at some point.
The Birdman, I love him.
Aaron Judge, a big boy.
Kirsty just says, I just looked up Mark Davis.
Had a girl. Oh, yeah. Look away.
And you can't take it back. You can't take it back.
So,
You
no,
should've warned everybody.
keep looking. The Nick comes home walking in like Brady. He's walking in like Brady. He's got the hugs on and everything.
It's like what's
You
ever.
never look better.
It's like what's ever in that briefcase in Pulp Fiction. You don't know. I have no idea what's in there.
Is that what I think it is?
I was watching that last night a little bit, too. Oh.
It's me, Vincent Vega.
He does look like a Chucky doll. That's what she said. He looks like a Chucky doll.
He looks like a mess. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a mess.
The blonde hair Chucky doll, too.
He's a mess.
Remember the blonde hair Chucky doll? That thing was a creep, too. I think it was a real
Bride
creep.
of Chucky?
Bride, yeah. Cousin.
Mess.
Part of the Chucky family.
Oh, goodness.
All right. So no big surprises when we're talking about the A. It's hard to bounce back.
I think the Orioles stink. I'm telling you, I just have a feeling the Orioles are not good. I think their pitching, they'll score runs. I think their pitching stinks. Kevin Gausman, I'm not sold. I don't like him.
Yeah, opening day starter.
Yeah, you can't have Kevin Gausman as your opening day starter and win the AL East. You just can't. I'm sorry.
You can, because we talked about baseball.
Well,
but
we're gonna
got
find
him in
out.
free hole.
We're gonna find out.
we'll find out there. But let's go right
I love
in.
Manny. Manny's awesome.
Let's go right to the Central. I think we all got the Indians winning that division here. I don't think there's any issue there.
Put a Euchre stamp on it. Bob Euchre,
And
stamp
this
approved.
and when I relook at this division again,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna go KC.
wow, sleeper.
KC wins the division. Cleveland probably makes playoffs, and Detroit is chance for the wild card.
Cleveland, Tigers, Royals, Sox, Twins.
Disband them. Why do they still have a team?
Yeah, I'll actually take the Twins ahead of the White Sox, but I mean, I
don't know.
We're just talking semantics.
They got a couple
wins and
I
losses.
mean,
You want to throw a couple our way? We'll take them.
I really wanted to, but they still got some studs in White Sox land. You know what I mean?
They got a couple.
Stink, but
They got a
Quintana
couple still.
before he
Flavor
gets dealt-
Frazier.
Yeah, the Todd Father. Quintana.
Todd Father was going to hit 40 probably. Hopefully not 202 like he did
Well,
last year.
listen, it's make or bake when you talk about one guy for the
What are we
Minnesota
baking?
Twins.
Bakes?
Wake and bake.
Wake and bake. Oh, you know where Tommy's head is.
Wake and bake.
Sponsored by.
All right. Make or break for one.
That's fine.
Mr. Nice Guy.
Or it could be a wake and bake for him, too. But Byron Buxton, to me, this is a year where he's got to show that he was the number one prospect in all baseball for years and live up to
Agreed.
it. So
I
that's
agree
a
with
big
that.
year
Yeah,
for
yeah,
him.
I agree with
It's a
that,
big
but I
year.
think he's already showed that he's an outstanding center fielder. So they're going to give him more time for the offense to come.
No, I mean for his offensive side of things.
Oh, yeah, has to.
I think he's got.
Well,
I think
is he going to bat leadoff? Because he should bat leadoff.
Can he hit in the big leagues?
That's the big question. You're going to find out, and I think that's going to either take that team up a little better or down. I think
Well,
it's gonna be a big
if he does hit, they might actually be not that.
he can go
Him
get
and Sano. If him and Sano hit, they might not be terrible. They're
Dozier.
still not good. They have the Doge, who's awesome.
Yeah.
Love me
I
some
don't know-
Doge.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if he can repeat it, obviously. But
I know. Well,
still love
I
the
mean,
Doge.
he hit a homer like every fucking day in August, so
It was unbelievable.
it was ridiculous.
The Dozier watch.
Now, besides that, I mean, Minnesota don't have a whole lot. The back end of the bullpen, Perkins has been lousy for 2 years now, and their pitching, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Urban Santana's your number one.
There you go. I mean,
He's like
besides him.
41. I don't know how old he is. He's old.
Oh, they're not good. They're not good. I mean, we're talking about White Sox.
I know. I'm
win,
just saying.
so
No,
two bad teams.
If you're a Twins fan, the only thing you hang your hat on is maybe Buxton and Sano show that they belong and they're maybe are breaking out caliber star players. Then hey, you can say, oh, maybe we got a couple things moving forward.
Yeah.
Listen, the more I think about
And
it,
Barrios, you need Barrios to. I mean, he got sent down, but I'm sure he'll be up at some point.
And I
Stuff's
think-
too good.
Yeah, and I think Molitor's a great manager, so you just hope he. You know, I mean,
Great
obviously
player.
you can't. Yeah, I mean, exactly. So I guess you're right. The book's still out on it, but I like what
when
he's
you-
done
yeah.
in the small sample size for for the shit he's dealing with. You know what I mean?
and when you talk about the Tigers, a lot of it's going to have to play on is Justin Upton, in my opinion, because he had a good month of September. Can he carry that month of September over all this year? That's a big factor in that lineup, too, when you talk about that lineup, because he struggled for most of the year, had a big September, was sort of made up for his numbers looking a little bit better at the end of the year, but they paid him a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it's a guy that, from the right side, they need 30, 35 home runs out of.
Somehow he still always ends up with like 30.
He always
32.
will, but hollow numbers in September when you're out of it. You know.
He was very Burrow-like last year.
You
I know you don't like to say that because we love Pat the Babe, but the
Yeah.
Babe was the king of home runs when you're down 8
Oh, yeah.
or up 6.
And you know what? I like the Royals a little bit, and I even said it. I was asking you guys earlier on, did the Indians take a little step back for the innings on all the arms, the long season, having to get back up after losing that way? A lot of factors play in. I love Francona. I think they are a good baseball team. But I'm gonna stay with you on this. I'm gonna go with the Royals in this division.
Oh, look at
and
you.
the reason I'm going there,
Now they have no shot.
well, this is what I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna tell you.
What are you
A
doing?
lot of contracts coming up at the end of this year. So twofold, right? Guys want to get paid. So
Plus, they got
we're
their
gonna
mountaintop.
produce-
They kind of
Right, we're
performed
gonna-
last year,
we're
so
gonna-
they're probably hungry.
Yeah, we're going to produce when it's the last year of our contracts. A lot of guys do in the big leagues.
They
more
produce.
so than not, right? And
They won't
twofold,
get paid. Won't get that paper.
I think they're a good baseball team, and they underperformed last year.
I see a big year out of the Haas. I think Hosmer maybe emerges, maybe around 30 homers.
He had a good World Classic.
Yeah,
so,
he hit well in WBC from Captain America. Hosmer over there. I like him. I'm a Hosmer fan. I really am. Now, they need Lorenzo Cain to be healthy.
Gordon.
And be back to the guy he was a couple years ago. They need Alex
And
Gordon
Moose.
to hit. They need the Moose to hit. I mean, they lost Kendrys, obviously, so I don't know who else they're who's the other bat they have now? I don't even know. They pick up another bat? I have no idea. I don't know.
I thought, no, I'm trying to think.
I don't even know.
I don't remember making any splashes.
No, neither do I. So that's why I don't know.
Who's this again?
Royals.
The
You're
Royals.
on the Royals.
Depth chart. You got the depth chart.
No, I can pull it up in 2 seconds.
Chart of depth.
Chart of death. For deaf people.
Orlando playing right. Oh no, they got what's the face? He's hurt. Solar for Wade Davis.
Oh, they did get Jorge
They
Soler.
got
That's right.
Soler,
Okay.
right, but he's hurt. That's right. But he's going to open up on the DL, so I don't know. They got sitting in the DH spot
got you right now.
unless they're just going to like use a guy a day, and just see who ride a hot hand. I don't know if there's a guy.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
Put up the wrong team
'Cause
first time,
that's
which is
where
fine.
Morales. That's where Morales was, set.
Right now they got Moss in there.
There you go.
That makes okay.
So he's a guy that can play all.
He's
over.
a guy that can at least play for a little while. While Soler
He can play all over. Too,
couldn't make
so.
the fucking Phils, 5 years ago.
Listen, but having Moustakas back's big. I mean, they lost him last year. That was
And
a
they
killer.
lost Kane for a while.
That
too.
was,
Kane,
two
Kane
big
is like
killers.
Kane's kind of their engine that makes everything go. So
Yeah. And Dyson.
Yeah.
No, Dyson left this year.
yeah, he's going.
He got an opportunity to play last year. That's what it was.
But no, I see them being better than they were last year for sure.
And Moss can swing a little bit. He got a little pop.
Oh, he's got
You know
plenty
what
of
I mean?
pop.
Guy can hit you
Yeah,
30,
like-
35,
He
40.
hit like 37 after the Phillies caught him after spring training that
Yeah.
one year.
Yeah, well, he hit 30. Yeah, and he hit 33 last year. So I mean, there's another. That's a good addition.
Yeah, I mean, how does the back end hold up now? I mean, you lost two-thirds
Yep.
of the three-headed monster they had for years. We know Holland was hurt last year.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
Is Holland back?
Not with them. I want to say he ended up with the Rockies, maybe.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the Rockies
No,
gave him a
then
chance.
he's not.
Yeah. I want to say he ended up
Ball flies there,
with Colorado.
Greg.
But Herrera's closing for them now.
Yeah, Herrera,
Go.
Soria is probably their setup. So that's how they go. But listen, that's still a good baseball team. I mean, this is a real good baseball team. Now, again, their staff.
Where'd Wade Davis go?
Cubbies.
Cubbies?
Yeah.
For Solar.
For Solar, yeah.
Can rich get richer.
That's
Amazing.
right. They might win 110 if everything stays right.
They're
with
like,
that
oh,
team.
Chapman went back
It's
to the Yankees.
unbelievable.
We'll get Wade Davis. That's fine.
The only way you could say maybe the Cubs, you can make a case for like the Cubs when we'll get there, but the Cubs not winning 100 is because of the division they play in. And that's the only case you can make.
St.
is
Louis
saying,
is gonna be tough. They're always
maybe
tough.
because of St. Louis and Pitt and them two still being good, real good baseball teams, that maybe that's a way where they don't
I think the
win
Cubs-
100.
I think the
But
Cubs
then it'll
are-
be 99.
I think the Cubs are so good,
Right.
though. Cubs are
That's
so
my
good.
point. If it's not 100, it's 99.
Cubs are so good with a great manager.
Scary.
They're scary good.
Jarrell George Brett's still there. Can't sit. He's still there. Pine tar and all.
He probably should be.
I was just gonna say
They might be better off if he was still there.
He's upstairs. He could probably put on a uniform and definitely get 3 hits tomorrow.
Let's come to the fun one now, right? I think it's a fun division because there's a
NL
lot.
East?
We're going to come back from the break on NL East. We're going to end with AL West.
Okay.
Come back with our Phil's talk and the whole NL. But AL West, which I think is a fun division because there's some X factors in this division. Well, really one. One X factor that we don't know. We've been saying is good. We think's better, and that's the Mariners. Now we know what the Rangers are, and you would assume Houston gets back to more what they were 2 years ago.
I think
right?
what
the
you
start they
can
got off to
say-
last year was just hard to rebound from. They got off such a bad start last year. It was tough to get back out of
now
that.
you got a full year of Bregman.
Yeah.
Springer,
I love
Bregman,
Alex
Correa,
Bregman.
and
They're lit.
Altuve's an absolute monster.
I think what you can legitimately say,
and then
though,
you added 3 veterans. McCann, Beltre, and Reddish.
they're good. I don't know if they are. If you can say that they're definitely going to be really good, Houston, but they should be over 500 for sure. Now, I think what you can definitely say is that Texas is really good and that the Angels are really bad. I don't care. The Angels.
Well, you said the A's are really bad too, so you can throw the A's
A's
right
are
in there.
bad.
Well, the A's are.
Well, I think
The game is destined to make the A's bad. It's a shame.
Yeah, A's are bad.
Oh, A's are,
obviously,
A's are definitely bad.
Yeah,
I like
Astros-
Manea.
Astros got some
I like
question-
Manea.
Astros got some question marks.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll see. Keuchel
their-
got some-
I was
he
going to
got-
say
he got
their
cleaned out,
starter.
he got a
Their
little-
starting is a question, I
He
think.
got cleaned out. I think McCullers is still there.
McCullers should be healthy.
100-mile-an-hour Giles is at the back end.
I think he'll be okay this year.
Giles looked to rebound a little bit
Gregerson,
towards
right?
later on the
It's
latter
all
part
about
of last
Keuchel.
year.
Yeah.
he
Keuchel had a
rebounded
bad
Giles.
year last year. After a
Yeah.
Cy Young year, he had a bad year.
Well, it
So-
all started with a bad start for that entire baseball team.
yeah, everyone.
They were off to a
Correa
terrible
was
start.
down. Everyone was was bad.
Yeah, so I don't look at him as the middle. That's the only reason I would the only disagreement I have with you there, because I think they can be really good, or like if the pitching is horrible and say they get an injury or something, then they're really bad. Like I just don't see them, maybe hanging around in the middle right there. But
I got you. Okay, so
Angels,
I mean,
and the Angels.
I think Texas wins the division. If we're talking AL West,
Yeah.
I would go Texas, Houston, Seattle, Oakland, Anaheim, or Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, however the fuck you want to say it. LAA, the Fighting Trouts.
See, a lot of this when I look at Seattle is the king. What king is pitching this year?
He's got a lot of miles on that arm.
Because you look at the lineup and you say, okay, they can hit.
It's him and Iukuma
and Paxton.
Paxton's pretty good. They got Diaz 100 miles an hour at the back end. So they got some pieces. I really do like them. I went Astros, Mariners, Rangers, Angels, A's.
I'm right with you. I got the Rangers third. I like Seattle, man. I like Seattle this year.
Rangers third. I'm willing to take them bets.
I'm going Houston. I'm going.
Jesus. Lord
I
Almighty.
just a little. No, I'm sorry. What are you? Houston, Seattle, Rangers, Angels, A's.
Yep.
A little different on that one. Going a little different. I like Seattle this year.
The Angels and A's might be the two worst teams in baseball.
But the Astros.
The Angels stink. I don't care.
I still think the Rangers win 88 games. So I'm not like saying they have I just think maybe a couple injuries happen. Maybe some vets don't play as well. But I just think that division got tougher. I think Seattle got tougher. I think actually as bad as the Angels are, they got tougher though. They got better a little bit. I mean, it's hard not to when you're a bad baseball team like that, but they did bring in some upgrades.
They're the best player in baseball. They stink.
Yeah, well, they had the best player in baseball, but like to your point earlier, they did add some pieces. Not great pieces, but at least major pieces.
Garrett Richards should be back.
So, they're better. They're better, which makes the division a little tougher because you still have the best player in baseball.
They got Ricky Nolasco.
But Seattle got better. That's the thing. Seattle also got better. So that makes it tougher too. And the Rangers are good, and Houston's good. So now you're talking three teams that can really beat up on each other a little bit.
I think the Rangers got better too.
No, they all did. That's why it's tough.
They got you.
Yeah, no, I mean,
You hasn't been healthy.
No, for right now they got you.
And Profar.
Profar, yeah. Jerks. He's a.
Oh, I love Mazzara. I'm a big Mazzara guy.
Profar is a freaking fantasy wet dream, dude. Plays he's eligible for every position but catcher.
Yeah.
In my league.
I can't believe I'm taking the Mariners over them. But
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what I'm doing either. Some guys get
I'm
killed
not a big
sometimes.
fan of Gomez.
Poor decision. Who, Carlos?
Yeah.
I hate Carlos Gomez.
Yeah.
Seriously, I dislike him
Elvis.
terribly.
Elvis
He's
does
a
nothing
he's
for
a
me.
Odoo bat flip kind of guy.
Yeah.
Carlos Gomez.
Elvis does nothing.
Smacking his chest. I hate that fuck.
Smacking.
Seriously. Wish he was in that car. Instead of Giordano, who we talked earlier.
You wish a lot of people were in that car.
Well, yeah, I'm not a great guy, so.
Got a couple seats in here.
At least 3 empty ones.
File in. All right, on the other side, we'll come back. We'll talk everything National League. We'll break down division winners in the NL, and we'll get heavy into some Phils talk. We'll give our predictions for the Phils. And we'll swing into some March Madness and get the hell out of here and watch some baseball. So all that coming up on the other side. Agree, disagree, a2dradio.com. This segment was brought to you by the Soap Stash, the new soap standard for your soap needs. It's great. Just rub it all over. You could rub the business card over.
We're waiting on bars, though. We're waiting on
You can rub
bars.
the business card all over you, and it's going to feel just as good as the soap. It's the best soap in the world, though. Literally the best soap I've ever put on my body. And
It's good soap. And
we're not-
the guy doesn't soap that often. So,
not a heavy
Not a sudsy
soaper.
guy. Not a sudsy guy.
Love some suds. All right, love some suds. But that's brought to you by the Soap Stash. You can find them online, soapstash.com, or right on Facebook, Soap Stash LLC, as well as Gibson Mayer, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. It is tax season.
It is.
GibsonMayer.com. We'll be back in a few minutes. Agree, disagree. A2D Radio.
Hey, Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by the Sports Outlet for all your sporting needs. Located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or email them at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all your sporting needs. The Sports Outlet.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
Welcome back. Agree, disagree. HUDRadio.com, live from the BMW Atlantic City studios. We're right here in Mount Ephraim, New Jersey, BMW Atlantic City. We're off exit 17 of the Parkway. Find them online, BMWAtlanticCity.com. Every Sunday, we're brought to you by the Soap Stash, the new soap standard for all your soaping needs. Find them on the web, soapstash.com. And for Jarrell saying the show's about as slow as Tom's 40 time, well, that's a 4.75er. So, you talk amongst yourselves then, all right, and then talk to me about how fast the show is.
Jarrell, let me just chime in here that we were having a discussion during the commercial break about how Tom keeps saying that he ran a 4.7. He hasn't run a 4.740 in his life, okay? 4.730 maybe? 4.720 maybe?
4.7 35-yarder.
No.
It was 40 yards, okay? It was taped out. All right, they measure these things.
You walked it off.
Yeah.
The cones were there. I saw
the kid runs a 4.9.
I saw some cones.
He runs a 4.9.
Will you grow up? All right.
He maybe broke 5.
Maybe broke 5.
4.96.
4.75, easy.
We'll call Flacco.
Easy. I'll run a 40 right now.
He said the reason that he didn't get the ball is because you're too slow.
Okay, one quote we run with.
One quote from the only good football athlete you ever played with. No offense, Hope.
Wow, look, I'm taking shots all around the room tonight. He'll find them any way you can take a shot. Listen to me. Would you stop it? That quote's not even a real quote. That was a quote somebody decided to make up.
Oh, okay.
Talk amongst themselves about.
Yeah, we're fake quoting.
Fake quotes. I didn't fake the quote. That's your man. That's your boy.
You've been fake quoting the whole time. 4.7. You didn't run a 4.740.
I don't lie to the people, Brian.
That's all you do is lie. If you're calling 4.740s.
Said 4.75.
Jesus Christ.
4.75. The 5
You
is a
didn't
big
run a
factor.
4.75.
The 5's a factor.
You didn't run a 4.75.
The 5 is a factor.
I'll give you 4.86.
4.86. Stop. I can't
4.86. You're a lineman.
The question
I wasn't a lineman.
You should have been. You're too square.
People, the question is, where did this start? Because over the years, things become
Whisper down the
legendary.
line. Yep.
So I bet 10 years ago this was 4.4.
No,
I bet this was 4.5.
It was definitely 4.6. You know that.
This was like 4.55.
He's finally regressed to 4.7.
It was John Ross. It was John Ross.
Yeah, this was a 4.5 back when you met Lana.
4.61.
This is how you wrapped it up.
Well, it was a 4.240.
Yeah, this was your close.
I took the other 4 out.
This is how you closed right here.
4.240.
Let me get you
But
a
I
drink.
can be slow if you need me to. You know what I mean? You got that?
Yeah. Little Lou Rawls. Let's get it on.
That's how I introduce myself. 4.240.
Optional
but
speedy guy.
And I gave a little wink. I can be slow when you need me to.
Optional speedy guy.
Little Marvin Gaye in the background. All true statements.
Except for the 4.740 part.
4.75. Yes, again.
4.86.
4.86 is slow, man.
Yeah, no, you're slow.
Nah, it wasn't slow back then. Still not slow now.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
I'll beat you by 2 car lanes.
I hope so.
Maybe 3.
That's fine. I'm not a runner.
Okay, well then maybe you should. I'm not a runner either. I'm just stating facts. I'm not. Nobody's saying I'm a track and field star here. in that 140-yard dash. It was a 4.75. All right, I'll go find it.
Slow clocker. Guy was slow the clock.
Listen, I threw the 4.75 here to defend the show against Jarrell, and it all turns around on me. I did it for a reason.
I side with Jarrell.
Thanks, Sweeps. That somebody cares. You know, somebody in here's on my side a little bit. It's all for the people to defend the show here.
No, I was gonna say it doesn't really matter what he says.
No, of course
Appreciate
not.
you chiming in though.
But if I got a chance to say 4.75, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, of course.
Any chance somebody wants to say, hey, Tom, you know, this show's about as slow as your 40 time.
But
Then this show's flying.
Now, he did say that because he missed last week, he was going to come in, taking shots.
I love him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shot fired.
Blame Tom for why we missed last week. All his fault.
Really?
As it is every time we miss a show.
Really?
It's all on the guy in the middle.
Wow. We're going to talk. How about we talk late show starts? How about we talk that? Oh, you want to circle the room with late show times? Oh, whoa. So they're scheduled for 11 a.m., and we got to push it back to 11:15. Me and Sweeps are sitting here. Rob's sitting here. Then we're pushing 11.
I'm not a morning guy.
All right. Well, then don't ask for the morning. He's the one who begs morning, doesn't he? Mr. AM and the PM himself, Brian Wilson.
I occasionally have a cocktail on Sunday, and I don't know how I'm going to be at 8 p.m. I might not get here till 11:10, but I'm here sober.
Yeah, but at 2 in the morning when we're talking showtimes on a Friday night, you're like, oh, morning on Sunday. Morning on Sunday.
It's because
Because you're a problem.
I underpromise and I overdeliver, Tom. You overpromise and underdeliver.
Never happened.
I'd rather be this guy.
No, never happened.
You know the song.
I'm an underpromise, underdeliver.
Listen, you know the song. Willie on Sunday morning.
Cause I'm Willie.
Wait for it. Wait for it. The voice of an angel.
I sang some Okie Friday night in the Poconos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you sing?
Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Got a standing O, too.
At the Play Dome?
No. Shenanigans, this bar up there.
They have a bar?
It was literally like a mile from where we were staying.
How far were you from where we stayed? Right there.
10, 15 minutes.
Ah, nice.
We were at Lake Harmony.
Yeah, the harm.
Wasn't far.
Then
It was
you're-
like 20 to the Pleasure Dome. Same amount distance as
Pleasure
we were
Dome.
about.
Yeah, Pleasure Dome.
A little yoke never hurt anybody. Yeah.
The kid was okiing up. I tell you what, there were some really terrible singers there. We walked in, there were some people screeching up there like birds. I was like, this is not going to happen.
No.
So I had to go up there and show them how to style.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a professional style.
Yeah, you brought it
It
back.
was like karaoke and roll.
Let me save this night for you people. Big fellas here.
And then Obi went up and just ruined it again. So, no. Obi was all right.
He was just all right.
Well, he sang I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed. I don't even know who sings that song, but it's a risky
Nor should you.
It's a risky pick.
Nor should you.
It's a risky pick out of the guy.
Soft vocals.
Possible Cranberry sighting right there, I think.
He always had some soft vocals.
Oh, shit. No, it was a good time out there, though.
All right, boys. Our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. Which of these MLB teams can win 100? Cubs, Nats, Red Sox, Indians, Rangers, nobody. Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Phillies.
HUD Radio is where you can find us.
Fightings.
Getting right into the fights. Okay. NL
Yeah, they're not
East.
going to win 100.
NL East.
Sorry to break it to you guys.
NL East, boys. We already know who you boys have winning it.
Nats. Mets. I guess Marlins. Phillies.
Nats, Phils.
Braves.
Nats, Phils. Marlins.
I love it.
Braves, Mets.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're here for.
Expected
Fuck
nothing
you.
less.
Fuck the Mets.
Expected nothing less.
The only
From the big
only
fella.
way the Mets could get worse is if they got another Jose Reyes somehow.
He will never be on the L train.
No, I don't go to New York. Cesspool. The city's a fucking shit mess. Refuse to go there.
Going Nats. I think the Mets. I don't trust the arms. I don't trust arms staying healthy.
Syndergaard's a beast.
I'll
give them that.
I'm dropping them. I'm dropping them. Watch this.
Look at
Nats. Marlins can't pitch either. Marlins, Phils, Mets, Braves.
He just follows right in the guy's footsteps.
Nah, I didn't follow
Leave
you.
it
Oh,
breadcrumbs.
my gosh. Jesus, I
Leaving a
know.
lot of breadcrumbs.
Fucking hands-on credit over here.
Put him third. I didn't put him second. You put him second. I put him third.
No, I didn't. I put him last. Were you not listening?
No, you put the Phils second. I put
know.
the Phils third.
Okay.
I didn't put the Mets last. So how am I going off of what
No,
you
you
just
went
did?
Phil, you said Phil second.
No, I said Phils third.
No, he said Marlins.
Oh, you did go Marlins.
Yeah, because I think the Mets stink. And
I thought you said the Marlins don't pitch either. So
they don't pitch. I just said that. I just said that.
I thought you went.
I just said that again.
I thought you chopped your boys
I
right
just
over.
said it again. I just said they can't pitch. They can't pitch.
He said Jose Fernandez dead.
That's not what I said. All right. We know the Marlins can't pitch. I think the Mets get some injuries. I drop them. That's it.
I still can't get over that death,
Marlins,
by the way.
Phils.
Kids having a good fucking fantasy run last year, and then I have a pitcher that gets cut off for innings because he's too young, and then my other best pitcher dies. Awesome. It's a great way to go into the playoffs.
And he's going to be giving out a list of all players you drafted this year as well.
A lot of ad drops.
I might have had your dad too. I might have had. I mean, he didn't die during the season, but I might have had 2 pitchers die last year on my roster. Really not good. Not good to be on my. Wow. I have 2 Mets this year, so we're hoping.
My goodness gracious.
One can hope.
What are you serving in that post game spread?
One can hope for a helicopter into a building, Corey Lytle style.
I got Jesus.
This guy's handing out
brutal.
Well, you've been brutal. Let's talk about brutal.
Lytle dead.
Ham and cheese Sammys and greenies in his post game buffet. Oh my goodness! Stay on the road.
Speedboats and Coke.
Jesus.
Don't mix.
All right.
Whatever.
All right,
I don't care.
All right, let's run through the Central. Cubs,
Cards, Pirates, Brewers, and the atrocity that is the Reds.
I'm going to upset somebody here. Cubs, Pirates. Cubs, Pirates.
I expected
I was going to say Brewers, but I won't do it. Cubs, Pirates, Cardinals, Brewers, Reds.
I expected it.
He thinks Valor has a monster year.
I do think John Valor has a good year. 80 bags.
I expected him to put him last. That's
Should be bad.
Cubs, Cards, Pirates, Brewers, Reds.
There was this kid on the trip. I failed to mention. We found out later that he went to Gloucester Catholic and graduated in 2000, and he was claiming that he was all-state nose tackle, and he was roughly 5'6", 175.
Now you want to talk about lies.
And I kept telling, I said, dude, you weren't an all-state nose tackle. I'm telling you right now. He said, oh, I was. I said, no, you weren't. I said, I can just look at you and say that you weren't an all-state fucking nose tackle.
I don't even need Google.
And he kept going, parochial. It was all parochial. And then so I called him Jimmy Parochial the rest of the weekend. But yeah,
well played.
Dude was actually, listen, great guy for a 2-day trip. I don't think I hope I never see him again in my life. But
you're the best.
Guy was solid for 2 days.
If you cross the big fella, it's just like that's it. Forget about a Christmas card. The guy sticks a pincushion right in you.
I said to him when we left the Pleasure last night. I said we were like Jimmy, you going to the wedding? He's like, nah, I wasn't invited. We're like, thank God.
How the hell did you get here?
How did you get to the batch? How did you get all the way up to the batch? No invite to the wedding.
He's related to him, but he didn't get the invite to the wedding. He's not a wedding guy.
It's tough.
It's a wedding crasher.
If you met him, you'd find out why.
He looks like a nose tackle. He can't play.
I don't understand how the fuck he thinks he was all-state nose tackle. I'm still clueless about it. He was smaller than Obi.
Well, Oak tells a lot of stories too.
Leverage.
So
Gotta get up under there. Get up under there.
499.
I just saw it.
Yeah, so that's more like it. 499.
Stop. I would have remembered that one. 475 really sticks with me to this day. Pretty sure I woke up the next day excited about it. Really thinking a bright future that year. And
Caught 2 balls.
Just didn't win. 11 out of 12. Right, give me the football. You know what I mean? You don't want to get your starting tight end involved in the offense. That's on you. All right? You're the one who's dealt with probably your tight ends ever since.
The Audubon Green Wave has been cursed at the tight end position.
Oh, no, I was talking about
He was just talking about Flacco.
You're looking at them, they all tear knees apart. Right?
He loves the tight end.
He does, but guess what? They don't love playing with him. He always blows out.
He didn't like the slow one.
It was out of football. It was dying.
Didn't like the slow tight end.
Yeah, okay.
The original gangster that started it all. He didn't like
OG.
Throw me the ball.
Tommy. Slowy.
Todd Heap.
Retired.
He's got nothing
Couldn't run.
Todd Heap's got nothing.
Dude, Pitt had a great year last year, though.
Yeah.
So it worked. That joke worked until last year.
Yeah, it ran its course. Yep, all right.
That's all right, though. 497.
We're lower. They'll take it.
I told you.
Oh,
the longer
shit.
you tell them.
By the end of the show, it's a
The longer-
4.72.
502.
As long as you talk about it.
End of the show, it's a
Just got to
4.52.
keep it alive. As long as it never dies, it's like a fire. Just
Oh,
keep
yeah.
fanning it.
Imagine another 10. Imagine another
Just
10.
keep blowing on it.
Another 10 that's 40 times drop and get faster. This thing might be down to a 4.3.
3.9.
You know what I mean? Another 10, 15 years. Guys running 4 flats.
3.99. That's the fastest thing I've ever seen.
2.2. Couldn't even say them.
With a helmet on. It's unbelievable.
And
I just wore a helmet.
Helmet, jock strap. That's it.
Helmet, jock, and turfs. The guy didn't even wear cleats. His elephant trunk
The
was all
legend,
his,
the legend of Tom Arnone.
his trunk was all over the place.
That's why I got the 4.75. The trunk beat me there. Show slow my ass.
I digress.
Go on.
That's what, you got a lawn gnome. Anytime you got a lawn gnome, come on, what are you going to do?
The Flyers jerking himself off in front
Do
of
we
us.
still have the headless guy? Where'd he go?
I can't
He's
believe
right up there.
it. Yeah, he's got
Is that Aaron Judge?
Yeah, he's up there.
I picked him.
There he is.
I picked him this year. He's a sleeper for me.
All right. West.
NL West?
Yes, sir.
Dodgers, Giants, Rockies, D-backs, and the Padres are an abomination.
I want to.
They
I
might
will.
win, they might win 55 games.
I believe they're the worst team in baseball. Padres. That's
I got him losing 100.
I'll tell you what. We were talking about this earlier. By the way,
107.
Reds.
That's a lot.
Reds are right there with worst team in baseball too. Scott Feldman's opening day starter. Jesus Christ, how's that possible?
Yeah.
Not a good
Someone's
baseball
got to
team.
make a call.
Not a good
I feel
baseball
like my arm feels pretty good.
Does it?
Someone's got to give the kid a call.
Old Mother Hubbard called, and only Feldman's in the
Only
cupboard.
Feldman's in the cupboard.
Shit! Dennis Quaid's going nuts right now. Mother trucker.
Blow it out your ass, large. Oh, he's back.
I really
Yeah, West.
love the Rockies lineup. They just can't.
The Rockies just.
I mean, I
the problem. I know what.
Jonathan Gray's going to be pretty good.
I like John Gray. I do.
I do.
But nobody else can pitch.
Yeah.
The bullpen's just atrocious. And, I mean, you would think that they should crush the ball.
Yeah.
Story, Cargo, Arenado. They should crush. David Dahl. I like David Dahl.
Yeah, me too. Blackman's my guy.
Blackman. Yeah, Blackman's
DJ
does everything you want.
LeMahieu.
LeMahieu had a huge year last year. They're just the Rockies, though. This is all you can say. They're just fucking
Parr.
Rockies.
Yeah, Manny Parr.
They'll lose like 12-10 a lot. I'm going to go Giants, win the division. Now,
Not a good
I was a lot more solid on that when like the 6th inning of the game today
Yeah.
than I was 3 innings later
How about
because
that?
they still can't. They got Melanson, but they still looking like they're struggling a little bit in the
and
pen.
that's what bit them in the ass.
Yeah, last year,
After
yeah.
the All-Star break, before the All-Star break, they were the best team in baseball. We knew what the Cubs were going to do. It was only a matter of time. But and then they just, they probably blew 30 games. I think the Giants,
They lost 9. They lost
Yeah.
9 games after the All-Star break when they had the lead going into the 9th, which just does
and
not
I think it might have
happen.
been like 30 total. It was crazy.
That don't
Some crazy
happen.
number. How about him though? Is he a sick animal? 2 homers today. Like his swing is
Dude,
gorgeous, dude.
Mad Bum is
It's unreal.
amazing.
I love to see him in the AL, just be like a 2-way guy. Just like pitcher DH and see if he can
Fucking Steve
see if he can get
Nebraska
you
out
30.
there.
See if he can get you 30. I mean, come on, bro. It's unbelievable.
Pitches
the-
1 out of
the
5.
hitters-
The
they were
H is 2
saying-
out of
Dude's
5.
the
were saying-
legit Steve Nebraska.
Yeah, they were saying the hitters are getting pissed at him because they're like, it's not this easy. It's not easy to hit. Let alone go
Dude,
yard.
he's bat dropping against Greinke, and I'm cool with it.
Oh, and it was 3-3.
And I'm not. You know
Did
this.
you see the second one? It was 3-3.
Bomb!
That was an upper
Bomb!
And you're okay with that one. You're okay with the pitcher back flip, though.
Because Mad Bum's awesome.
All right.
When you got his resume, you can bat flip. And he didn't bat flip. He bat dropped. He gave a little stare. He didn't flip. I don't like the flip. The drop, I'm cool with.
Fair enough. I don't think he's going to bat flip anyway.
But I agree with Wills. I mean, like I said, I still think they're going to be good, but that's not, it's one game, but it's not a good sign. I mean, 5-4.
Not a good sign when you.
I mean, I think he got 2 quick outs and then it was 5 straight hits.
Yeah. It's not a good sign when that's the one issue that you had, the biggest issue last year, and you thought you addressed it.
Yeah.
And first game, it already rears its head. It's not good.
And on a day that Mad Bum obviously pitches and
he's-
goes yard twice.
Twice, yeah.
You kicked, you spit that bit back. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, but I
But
like
it's
the
one of
Giants.
60, it's one of 160,
And
so we understand.
I mean, obviously, the Dodgers have arguably the best pitcher in baseball. Corey Seager is a monster. Does Jock Peterson kind of come back to where he was the first year? Yeah, obviously he was bad last year. What's Puig going to give you? I don't know. The Dodgers are kind of an enigma to me.
Yeah.
Justin Turner's a solid player. I feel like Adrian Gonzalez is getting old.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's how I felt like they did it with Mears last year. Because
Yeah.
he was out for like 2 months, and you're like, they went this way.
Yeah, they got better.
Kershaw, they
yeah,
got better.
they got better.
It was
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenta Maeda, I mean, I guess he's okay. Who knows?
And Ryu might be
Yeah,
back.
who
I think
knows?
the lefty.
Hyunjin Ryu, yeah.
All you can eat sushi bars. I mean, he is a big. He is a
He's
big
got-
cat,
they
bro.
got,
He's not. He's not Mr. Chopstick meal.
I guess all you can eat.
A lot of rice.
Oh my goodness
A
gracious!
lot of fried rice.
But the cross-eyed guy,
And they got the
Your
Cavs
eyes.
too, still, right?
Your eyes.
Yeah,
First
the
off,
cross-eyed
that
guy.
wonky-eyed fuck. Don't you get me started on him.
He's
Seriously,
starting on the
I
DL.
can't even look at that dude. How does this dude pitch? I don't get it. If you type in Julio Urias on your computer right now, anyone or your phone, the first thing will pop up is Julio Urias' eye because
Yeah.
it's just
It's
an abomination.
It's crazy eyes from Mr. Dietz.
Someone
He's
just
like, I got
someone
you a
take that
pizza.
thing out and put a glass one in already.
I got you-
Jesus.
I got you a pizza with fries and Oreos on it. Thanks, Dietz.
Hey, DZ! I thought we were watching Scooby Doo.
Is that you, Dietz?
Oh shit! No, but he is. And
He's on the DL though.
But Urias, though, I mean, like people think he's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Rich Hill's pretty good. We'll see what happens when he got paid.
And they got
I like the
Kazmir,
poor
right?
man's. I like the poor man's Rich Hill. He went from the independent league to earning it again. Now he got paid. And it's like, hey, Rich, what's going on? What kind of Rich Hill are we gonna get?
He got paid, and everyone's like, remember, he's 38 years old. There, Rich Hill.
We'll see.
I don't know about that Dick Hill.
And I think Kazmir's hurt. I think.
Is Kaz hurt?
Yeah, I think he's hurt.
I always thought Kazmir was a pretty good player.
Yeah,
Yeah, he competed. Yeah, I mean, he started with the Rays and
Dropped out of the league for a little while. Then he was back and pitching well for the Oakland. So Cleveland. I don't know. I think it's San Fran and LA. Obviously, is the cream of the crop of the NL West, and then you can fill the rest in after that. Diamondbacks, Colorado. They're somewhere in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
And the Padres, obviously.
Padres last.
Padres are.
disbanded.
In the other order,
Pull the plug.
Padres.
Yeah.
Padres are
D-backs,
moving to Vegas.
Rockies, Dodgers, Giants. From worst, the first there. In that order. Padres definitely last. Padres, D-backs, Rockies, Dodgers, Giants. I'll still go with the Giants winning the division.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not off to a good start.
Like,
but
are
I'll still go.
the D-backs going to be any good? I feel like the D-backs could show you something.
I know.
Maybe. I mean,
Like,
we
every
thought
year-
last year they could show us
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah,
they
we
were
had
paper
them-
tigers. But
yeah, we
I
had
mean,
them-
Greinke should be better than he was last year.
I picked him in fantasy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Pollock's back.
Two-run
and
homer today,
he
old
had
man
three
Bob.
hits today.
Yeah.
Pollock's stud.
Absolutely.
Goldie, you feel like won't have as bad of a year as he had
And
last year.
They shook everything up, which we
Yeah.
we'd like to see sometimes.
Yasmani had 30 homers. I mean, you figure, I don't know. I just figure that Arizona should be better. They got Taijuan Walker for Segura, so I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I feel like that's another place where you just crush the ball is in Arizona. The ball just flies there.
Crazy.
So.
Yeah, but the Pollock is huge. He's hurt all last year.
Oh, yeah. He's your kind of your engine that goes. He's your center fielder. He's your 3-hitter. Like, you need him. Or 2-hitter, wherever the fuck he's hitting. I don't know. 2 or 3.
So I get the 6 worst teams should be Padres, Twins, White Sox, Reds, A's, and Braves. Anybody want to add to that, or
And Mets.
you go with that?
What were they again? Hit me again.
Padres, Twins, White Sox, Reds, A's, and Braves,
And Mets.
and the Mets.
7 worst.
I'm good with that. Yep.
Okay, and how about the 10 best teams? Cubs, Nats, Dodgers, Red Sox, Indians, Astros, Giants, Mets, Blue Jays, Cards, or the Rangers. And Mariners, too. So there's like 12. You can.
Everyone
you
he
can-
said but the Mets.
Good there. No issues.
Yeah, well, I'll flop the Yanks in and drop the Mets out.
There you go.
Hey, guys, big boogie down Bronx. He's big on him.
I don't even
Bronx
like.
is
I don't
good.
like
No,
the
no, I
Yankees.
know
You know
that.
this,
I
but
know.
I just.
Sounds like it.
That's fine. That's fine. They're in the AL.
The boogie down.
Oh, here he goes. They're gonna. What does that mean?
I mean, it's better for me to like them than to like the Mets.
Agreed.
Okay, so
So you're saying that
That's all it means.
You like them a little more than the Mets?
yeah, I don't like the Mets at all.
Okay.
I just think that the Yankees are moving in the right direction.
Oh yeah,
And
I agree.
I love their bullpen. Good
get
bullpens.
there.
Good bullpens always get a nod for me.
Yeah, but you got to get there.
That's fine.
When you get a staff that's probably going to be walking around with a 4 or 5 earned run average, if not higher as a team, you better get there. That's all I'm going to say. Because they're not good enough to get there. Their staff's not good enough to get there, period.
Well, we'll find out.
Now, listen, if they can hit and get to the back end that way, then that's a little different story. But then you got to hit. Then there's pressure to hit it game in, game out. They have nobody that can come out and just shut you down. They don't have that
Tanaka.
guy. But in that division, you need a dog. You need a horse and a guy that you know when he puts his
I don't know.
when he throws that rubber.
Who's got a horse in that division though? Boston's got 2.
Archer.
I'll give you Archer. But anybody else got a horse? I don't know. I wouldn't call anybody on Toronto a horse.
Yeah, they're just 5.
They're just
I
guys.
mean, I think they're underrated as a staff, but yeah.
Baltimore definitely doesn't have a horse. So
you can make Case Stroman's horse-ish.
I would stop it.
You could Case.
He had a bad year last year.
I
Just because he throws great in the WBC
it's
all of
not
a sudden we're crowning this dude a fucking horse.
I'm just saying horse-ish. I'm not saying he's not a horse yet, but ish.
Donkey?
He's a mule.
Yeah.
He's a mule.
Baby. Eeyore. He's a pony. Call him a pony. He's a pony. All right, Sherman's a pony.
He's a show pony, huh? Couple of show ponies out here.
I don't know. I just think you have to be able to pitch a little bit if you're talking about how good your bullpen is. Or you got to be.
You don't think the Yankees can pitch a little bit though? I think between Tanaka and CeCe, I mean CeCe's still there. Obviously CeCe's old and he knows what you're getting.
Yeah.
But CeCe, right? Who else do they have? They got a couple other guys. I don't know.
Nova.
Yeah, he stinks.
I wasn't
bad.
I wasn't
I mean,
going to bat for him. I'm just giving you a name.
Their stats bad.
They got
Pineda.
Pineda got.
I kind of like Pineda.
Yeah, but another 4 or
It's in
5
there.
guys.
It's in there.
There's
Yeah.
another 4 or 5 run average guy. You're just making the point.
So
The more we name, it's just going to make
okay,
it clear.
but they got Chapman and they got Betances.
That's great, but you got to get to the 8th and 9th. At least get to the 8th. Where do you trust it? Who's giving you 6? I mean, you talk about quality starts. They don't even got guys on that staff that are quality start guys in my eyes.
I mean, now you're getting a little.
I'm going to keep it going. I do not like that staff. That staff's the most overrated staff when I hear people talk about Yankees. Not you, but I hear people talk about the Yankees staff, and a lot of it's Yankee faithful. When they talk about this staff, like, what am I missing here? If you look at the earned run,
I don't like the staff.
The staff was all 4 or 5 or over last year.
I think they're going to hit. I think the bullpen's really good. That's, in my opinion, if you hit and your bullpen's good, you got a shot.
Of course, they can hit, and I like that, and they got the bullpen.
I like Bird.
Still think you need to get 6.
I think Holiday was a solid
or that
pickup
bullpen's
for
going to
them.
get worn out real fast. Right, because it's 162 too. You know, I mean, so you look at it that if you're calling that bullpen, this was their issue last year, and most smart Yankees fans will tell you that. But if you're calling on that bullpen, right, that bullpen was great last year, too.
Well, yeah,
right. Mike, you can be
they
maybe
traded
it
to
was
him,
better,
though, Tom.
But at the time when they weren't, before they went on the little run at the end, that bullpen was loaded. Right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they couldn't get there then, and there's been no upgrades in that staff now.
Okay,
it's
I'll
the
give you
same
that.
guys.
I'll give you that.
So the thing is, can they hit like they did in September when they made their little run, like late August, September? Can they hit like that? Then yeah, if they can hit like that, then I like them a little bit more.
I feel like
I mean?
one thing I will say is I like some of their young guys, and Brett Gardner had like the worst year of his career.
That's true.
And what's called had Ellsbury had like the worst year of his career, and like you feel like both of them won't do that again. So that's why I think that maybe they'll be a little better than people think.
Is Sanchez a monster, or was that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Is he a monster? Is Greg Bird going to be really good? Is Aaron Judge going to be really good? Like, I mean, they got talent.
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Never know. Now on to the Phils. I think the main thing I want to see from the Phils is somehow can we get Clay Buchholz on a boat with Jose or a car with Giordano, okay? Because Buchholz needs to go. I got no time for Clay Buchholz. I can already see what's going to happen. They're going to keep trotting him out there every fucking 5 days like they did with Adam Eaton, the pitcher. And he's going to be a 5 ERA guy all season because he stinks. He's not good. He doesn't deserve to be a starter on this team. That being said,
could he maybe just walk out of town? You know, he doesn't need to.
No, I want a death. We need a death. Man, it could pump the team up, okay? We need something to give him some motivation.
The guy he can't leave town. He's got
to die.
He's got to be vertical. he's got to be vertical.
Somebody kill him. No, so all seriousness, so I just hate Buchholz. I think he's going to stink all year. But besides that, I think we have some nice pieces, and I think the Phillies are going to play good ball. I really think that everyone's going to be kind of a little surprised at how competitive and how well they played this year. I really think they're above 500 baseball team. I don't think they're going to be much above 500, but 82 to 85.
Yeah, I had him at 77, 78. But, I mean, love to be wrong. It's 4 games.
Judging by our betting recently, maybe I'm okay with that. No, I mean, obviously we need a few things to go pretty well for us to win, to get up to 85, 86 wins. Yeah. We're going to need Nola to pitch well, Eichhoff, Velasquez. I love Jared Eichhoff, by the way.
Yeah, me too.
Best pitcher on our staff.
Yeah, agreed.
And we need a bullpen to pitch well.
Yeah.
Uncle Pat's got to be out there slinging.
Uncle Pat was great.
I think Uncle Pat will be good.
Benoit's got to be good.
And Neris.
I think Naris is going to be good. I don't think you have any.
No,
I think that's the one spot where you can say that.
I kind of want.
I think he's got to be.
I kind of want a Gene Moore injury because I don't think he's good enough to close.
I think Naris is a better. I'm glad I set that for 925 instead of 925 this morning. That's worked out well, huh?
Is that your alarm?
I'm glad I get up on my own. You know what I mean? Sleepsy.
I thought we were
I'm glad I'm a grown man. I get up on my own.
I thought we were moving to Vegas.
Me too.
Fire alarm.
There's a bomb threat coming in after all the deaths I hadn't talked about on the show.
But I agree with you. You'd like to see Gomez beat it.
I just don't know that Gene Moore's any good.
No, just make him listen. He doesn't need to be
seven inning guy.
Yeah, Naris has better closer stuff. I mean,
I agree.
We know Velasquez does, but that's another issue for another day. But
Benoit's done.
But in your pen, Benoit, Naris, you go Benoit 8, Naris 9th, done and done. I mean, Naris has got closer stuff written all over him. And strikeout stuff. I mean, that's what you need. Your closer's got to have strikeout stuff because then you hit the walls Gomez hit last year. If you don't, if you're a contact guy as a closer, I feel like you're going to hit some walls throughout the year.
Well, yeah,
you're just going.
It's going to happen.
But if you got strikeout stuff, them walls are far and fewer between in my eyes.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Well, that's why most closers throw 95.
Yeah,
that's the point, though. There's the point. I mean, you got a guy who throws 88. Yeah. All right. 92.
You don't really want your closer to pitch to contact.
No, and that's what you want to avoid that one.
Yeah.
Well, Gene Moore, I think he could be a situational righty, maybe a 7th inning guy, pretty solid.
Yeah, 7th inning, no problem there.
I just don't see him as a closer.
I want to pitch to contact in the 7th. You know what I mean? I want outs and stuff in the 7th. You know what I mean? I can't beat a Ford, and I want to be able to hold a lead. So you can deal with pitching to contact a little better in the 7th, more so than the 8th and the 9th. True. That's when them outs become harder to get. Everything becomes harder.
I mean, in the National League, you're going to see more moves, too. So guys are coming off the bench a little stale and not as fresh, So, you wouldn't mind picking, it's not easy to square balls up. We know that at the big league level, period. So, let alone in the 7th and 8th inning. It's an art form to be a great pinch hitter, as you've seen over the years. A handful of guys have been great at it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so
the league average is like under 200.
So, what you don't want to do is walk people, all right? And then, you get a walk, a bloop, and a bomb, and then next thing you know, there goes your 1-2 run lead. Now you're fighting behind again. So.
Yeah. At that point in the game, strikes, and more strikes.
Yeah, bloop and a bomb kills you. So,
but listen, I got him I'll give him a game over 500. I'm right around there, about 82. When you talk about the Phils, I put him right around the 82.
So 2 over.
Yeah, 2 over. Sorry, no. Yeah,
82 and 80.
Yeah, 2 over. Yeah. Whew. 81 and 81 is where I was thinking. So I meant 1 over.
I got you. So you got 500. You got 500.
Yeah, I got him 500. Semantics. We're back.
We're getting the game postponed and not replayed. All right, 81 and 80. Is that better?
82 and 80 works for me. I'm gonna stick there.
Sounds better.
Now I think they can get upwards. Top out at 86 is the top out.
I love 86.
That's a lot. No, but that's a lot. That's a whole hell. Now you're talking best case scenario where Noah
is hitting 35.
Noah's
Tommy Joe's hitting 35.
Noah's who you thought he was. Yeah. You get a lot out of Eichhoff. Helkson gives you what he gave you last year. You get something out of Buchholz. Velasquez learns how to go deeper in the games. So all that's got to come into play. And then also hitting. Franco's got to hit 40. You need 30 out of. I
don't know. Franco just got to hit 300.
You're going with it. Joseph needs to hit 35.
Shit. If all that happens, he would have been 90.
Herrera needs to bat over 3.
Because the Mets stink.
Saunders got to stay healthy. They're all things that need to go right if you're talking about winning the 85-86.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's.
Freddie Galvin.
I think it can happen. Oh, okay. We're throwing him on the bus. There we go.
Yeah, he's on the death bus.
Him and Buchholz riding together.
I'm just so tired of people talking about like, oh, well,
When is Crawford going to be here?
no,
and stuff like that?
not even that. Like, I'm just so tired of hearing about big league shortstops can pick it. Well, no shit. So if you want to look at fielding percentages from a Gold Glover to like the worst ranked starting shortstop, then fielding percentages aren't really that far in terms of shortstop position.
It's big.
In terms
It's
of
big. It's big when you go to like
when you can't
defensive
hit.
run saved and stuff like that. It's big though.
Okay, but if
you might want to say fielding percentages might only be like 93% and 89, but the defensive run saved is a big. Like Galvis can really pick it, but I think Crawford can pick it too.
Yeah, he
though,
can.
right?
That's my point. So when you bat 230, I don't want to hear how that guy can pick it.
Well, that's the
Galvis hits 25.
Yeah,
though.
275. I love to hear.
That's the key point right there, because you could start off as the guy that can pick it, and then you got to start to swing the bat, like Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford came up swinging a wet noodle, right? And now that guy's a tremendous shortstop.
Oh, he's a 280 hitter, and he's a Gold Glover.
Yeah. All right, you know what I mean? And he still gets, no respect. That's
I love
he's got
Brandon
great
Crawford.
Flow,
I think Brandon Crawford
yeah,
is a
to
great
baseball
player.
Guys, you know what I mean?
Baseball guy, yeah. Yeah, he doesn't get any respect.
Yeah.
He's like Ronnie Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Can't get no respect.
But yeah, you can't hit 230.
Take my wife.
You can't
Take
hit
her.
230,
No. And then you can't tell him, like, when a guy hits 330, don't go sell me then that he can pick it at short.
Hit 26 bombs, though.
When I understand. Wow. Listen, you're Mr. Galveston, okay? But you can't then, like,
Freddie Galvis?
I don't want to hear, like, he can pick it when every big league shortstop, for the most part, can pick it, right? So
there's a reason they play shortstop.
All right, that's a
if they
position
can't pick it, they get moved.
where you got hands.
Just real quick, going for a fielding percentage. The top guy was 991, and the last one was 956.
Yeah, there you go.
Iglesias was number 1.
There you go.
So
Who could pick it?
Yeah. So not a big, not drastic in terms.
No,
of
it's not
drop-off.
drastic.
So, what is drastic?
But run save shit.
But what is drastic is a guy batting 275 compared to 235. That's drastic.
You know what though?
That's drastic.
950. Who was that?
Keto Marte from Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a rookie too. So
Time to go in the outfield.
Yeah. Cattle.
Yeah.
Good old Cattle. Drafted that Cattle.
Yeah, you did.
Fresh off the Marte.
You like
didn't
that.
work out.
You like that Kettle.
21 errors for him.
21. He didn't play a full season either. He didn't play a full season.
You figure he's committing 5 errors every 100 attempts, so it's a lot. It's a lot. Shortstop, you get a lot. You get a lot of balls to you.
Yeah. Now compare a kid to a 5-year vet in terms of like him to Galvis, right? Like you said about Crawford. At least Crawford became a better hitter. Right? For Freddie Galvis, if you're going to give me,
we'd like Galvis hit 250.
Listen, I think you need to give me at least 260 for me to be
popping,
happy.
If he's popping 25, he can hit 250.
Yeah, I still think he needs back.
He hit 25 last year. I don't know how. I mean, is he on the juice again? He might be. Who knows?
I don't know. I think he needs to be around the 260-ish area for me to at least
hits the ball in the air too much
layoff,
for me.
right? The layoff of him, I need him to be 260-ish. This is the layoff.
He just hits the ball in the air too much for me.
Well, way too much. But guess what?
It's like Jimmy. It's like I got Jimmy again. And you know me. Jimmy Rollins.
Perfect example.
Jimmy Rollins. Love Jimmy Rollins.
Insanity.
Okay, great player. I was never a Jimmy guy. He hit the ball in the air too much for me. For a leadoff hitter, he's constantly popped up, walking fucking pop up. He's driving me crazy. Galvis the same way.
That's a perfect example of insanity, though, when you talk about Galvis. Expecting a different result, us as a fan base, coaching staff, but they get the same Freddie.
Yeah, I mean.
So, you can't, sometimes guys, you can try to change it all you want. It's not that they're not trying to change for some guys. They just can't change it. Can't get it right.
Just can't get it right, boss.
He's not going to get it right either.
He's got to make adjustments. I mean, he really does. I mean, like Willie said, that is a lot of home runs. So you're willing to look away, but how many of them are at home? I mean, I don't know the splits, and how many are big ones, or are they late, or are they sloppy ones, or they, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's 25 homers is 25 homers.
I feel like he actually hit in the clutch a little bit last year, but but I don't think he hit any other time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can't hit 230.
I'm not I hit in the clutch. Yeah. I'm not a big Galvis guy. I never have been.
Every hit was in the clutch.
I want Crawford up. It's just, I don't know. Maybe Galvis has a good first half and we can deal him. Who knows?
He's not coming.
He's not coming. He's not coming. So we.
Oh yeah, he's not coming this year. So yeah, I'm right with you. Let's go.
We've been calling him up for 2 years. He ain't coming.
Hopefully Freddie has a good year. I'm rooting for Freddie. I want baseball backish where I can root for a team longer than an All-Star break. That's all. Like I go a little longer.
I just want some meaningful games in August this year. Can we get meaningful games in August?
That's it. Yep. Hopefully with some pops up too.
Yeah.
Listen,
that first half was exciting. Just it rivaled, the Embiid era. That stretch where they were.
Oh yeah,
he was
really
healthy,
exciting.
and
Yeah,
he was a social media monster, and everything was you just couldn't. It was must see TV, and that's how the Phils were for that first half. I mean, it was just
and they both ended quick. Yeah, they did.
The process ended a lot quicker, but yeah, same thing.
I think the Sixers. Oh, we're not gonna talk about the Sixers. We're not gonna go there. Baseball season.
That's right.
But I'm excited. I mean, there is, as much as we bitch about because we don't see Crawford and we don't have Williams or other kids up, there is still a lot of kids on this baseball team right now.
Congratulations to Brock Stassi. Great story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was pretty awesome.
As much as they
the
say,
interview where he's kind of almost in tears was pretty awesome. There's no crying in baseball except for like that situation. I'll give it to him.
What I like about this from the Philly standpoint is the biggest thing is that when you're trying to build a culture up, the last thing you want to do is have spring training not matter when you're talking about kids, right? I can't have it. You could be Jimmy and be a 12-year vet and come into camp and say it doesn't matter at spring training because you're a vet now. You made X amount of all-stars, this, that, and the third when you have more of a veteran team. When you got a young baseball team, I want kids that got sent down that didn't make the club, Crawford, Williams, the list goes on, right? Knowing that if I come in,
jetpack.
But knowing though,
jetpacks.
knowing if I come in the camp and I produce, right? What does this tell kids now? That you got a chance to make this roster next year, the year after, right? Because it shows you. He comes in, he has a great spring, and he makes the big league club. He could have got sent back down again, but he makes it because of the spring he had. The same conversation they had with Scotty Jetpacks, right? And Nap, I would have had a conversation with Nap. Like, Nap, you want to make this team, you got to hit. You want to make it over two, you want to beat out two veteran catchers, you got to hit.
Well, he made it, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Made it.
He hit. He started hitting after the conversation with McCannon. Okay, but the thing when you talk about, that's what you need. You need a guy like this because guess what? If he gets sent down, what does it send message all down there? What kind of messages does it send to these kids? Okay, well,
we can have a huge spring.
What do I have to do? Like, you know what I mean? What do I really have to do to get called up? They don't want to call anybody up.
They had to let him make it because he's 20. He's what? 27.
Yeah,
he's 27. You're 27. You have that good of a spring. You got to make the team.
Well, he's a little different story too because he came out of college. He got drafted as a pitcher.
33rd round pick.
Yeah, as a pitcher too.
Not like
so
he was a high pick or anything.
A complete change because he ended up batting I think his first year in rookie ball he batted a whopping 150. So I mean they were talking about him not even going any further in baseball.
Yeah.
Maybe moving to a hitter didn't work out for you. But what I love about it is it sends a message. It sends a message to the Crawfords, the Williams, and everybody else down there. Not only for spring training, but for when you head back down there, hit the cover of the ball and tie hands. That's it. Tie hands. Make it hard on Quintac and the rest of the Phillies organization. If you're J.B. Crawford, you go down there and you have your first month of the year, you're batting .330. Right? You got, say, eight homers in the first month. Now you're tying hands up here.
Yeah,
now you're giving no choice because the fan base, what we do here is we get right up in it. And Quintac's going to hear from all of us, me included, maybe every day, driving around, sunroof open. These guys don't like it, but it's going to happen. Green glasses on, whatever.
Pull over.
He'll be inside of a building, sunglasses on,
Today, there was no glasses on today. I made sure they weren't even on the hat. I made sure they were nowhere around.
You can have them on the hat. You can have them on the hat.
I'm not going to do it. I try to avoid shots now.
But you're right.
You learn.
Listen, it's
listen and learn.
Sports is a competitive animal. You know what I mean? So you should always, go compete and go, go put the pressure on, somebody that has your job, if it's your job or whatever, or you're inspiring to get that job. Go get it.
Competition breeds greatness, man.
Take what's yours.
For all of them, I know there's a logjam in this outfield in terms of prospects, everything like that. Good. Somebody separate themselves. Competition only makes guys compete harder in my eyes. I love it that the farm system's loaded and there's too many. Now guys are competing against each other.
Let's be honest, Lehigh Valley. You got some young kids. You want to go to some games? Go to some Lehigh Valley games. They should be dominant this year.
Yeah.
The team should be loaded.
Mike's driving.
Oh yeah, he is. Driving. Yeah. He's going to tell you.
He's driving the Lehigh bus.
Yeah.
But seriously,
but the thing about Mike, though, he's right. But that's what he's been saying. They're loaded. They might win 100. He's saying double, because he's missed. He follows a ton of minor league baseball, right? He said they can win 100 too. So you got two farm systems. Triple A, double A.
Where did Sky Jetpacks go down? Double A.
Double.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Double's loaded, dude. Double's loaded.
Triple A's loaded too, though.
Both. Triple A staff is ridiculous.
Triple A's got Thompson, Eflin,
Asher.
No, we just dealt Asher, didn't we?
Did we deal Asher?
I think we traded him.
Oh, because he was arbitrationed up.
We just traded Asher.
That's why, yeah. Check that out, Nicky.
We traded Asher for a player to be named later.
Yeah, you know why? Because if you send him down, he'd get plucked. That's why.
We traded Asher. But it's got Thompson, Eflin, Lively,
Lively, yep.
Thompson, Eflin, Lively, Appel, and somebody else. And then-
Morgan.
Yeah,
Morgan
and then you
took
also
back.
got
he made the team.
No, Morgan made a team. Yeah.
Oh, he had the pen?
Yeah,
He's a pen?
yeah, pen guy.
I just looked at this
Lefty
today.
had a
And
pen.
I
There's
forgot
another
already.
lefty in there too.
Yeah.
Long name.
Whatever. I
got
can't think of
you.
the other guy
I
that
got
made
you.
it
Give
though.
me 2 seconds.
But then the outfield you got Quinn, you got Williams,
Who, Joey?
Cousins.
Joey Rodriguez?
Quinn Williams, Cousins. You got Hoskins.
Joey Rodriguez, the other
Yeah.
lefty?
Yeah.
Right.
Quinn Williams, Cousins in the outfield. You got Hoskins. You got Crawford. Dude, loaded. The team is loaded. Alfaro. They should kill. They should kill this year. AAA team.
Yeah, they should. And like you said, all these, the only outfielder here where you can really say, right this second in terms of the youth movement.
Howie Kendrick and Daniel Nava.
No, the only outfielder you can say right now that you can see here next year is Herrera in terms of your outfield. So there's
I
there's
agree.
2 spots open for these kids.
I mean, Aaron
to
Altair maybe
continue.
could continue to be a bench guy,
Yeah,
but
bench
I'm
guy.
not
I'm not either, Wells. We're right in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
He
I don't
looks
even
like
think-
he looks like Hercules. He looks like like Barry Bonds, gigantic. He's a moose knuckle, the whole 9. He's a guy.
Yeah.
All right, he's a guy. That's all he is. He's a guy.
No, I'm with you on
Because
that.
he'll hit a ball 500 feet, and then people fall in love with that.
Yeah.
But when then he's going to bat 218. Not going to get it done, babe.
No, I agree.
He's like John Mayberry. Looks big, moose knuckle at the plate,
Yeah.
scared to death of him. The girls love the long ball, so that gets everybody
Yeah.
excited in the ballpark. T-shirts come off.
Looks
right?
like Tarzan,
And then-
hits like Jane.
Yep,
I know.
done and done.
Yeah.
Done and done. He might not hit. Well, he doesn't.
He
hit
might not even
Homer.
hit like Jane.
He doesn't hit Homer. He hits homers like Tarzan, but
Being
the rest
quiet.
of the rest of his swings are Jane-ish.
I just don't like it. I'm never was a big Altair guy.
Yeah.
And Kendrick and Nava are just holding a spot. I mean, and hopefully
Saunders.
Saunders plays
Come
well.
on,
He
bro.
can deal him.
Is Roman Quinn a better option than Kendricks
Right now.
or Daniel
And
Nava?
stop calling him Kendricks. It's Kendrick.
Kendrick.
I hate that shit.
Okay, dude.
The
I put
worst.
S
You're the
on.
worst.
I'm the worst. All right.
The worst. Christ, we picked up Alshon Jeffries. How many times I got to hear that shit? His last name's Jeffrey. Fucking Christ. I've told you about it too many times. I've had enough.
You told me about what too many
It's a
times?
pet peeve. You just add S's on the back of guys' names that don't need them.
Howie.
Kendricks. Howie Kendricks.
Because it's just talking. When I just keep talking to another name from one name to another.
Okay.
I feel
Howie
BS.
Kendrick does not deserve to be on this team. He's just not good enough. He does nothing for me. He does nothing for Tom. What does he do for you, really? I mean, he might hit 285. 12 homers. I mean, he does nothing.
Besides bringing a vet in the clubhouse, nothing.
Nothing. Roman Quinn should be on the team.
Easy.
I totally agree.
Okay, now look, and to your point, right? Okay, we know Quinn's
Why
beat
not
up.
cut bait though?
Yeah, we know Quinn. We know
One year.
Quinn's.
It was 1 year.
We know Quinn's.
Or as Tom will
banged
call
up.
him, Roman Quinns. He should be on the team.
Roman Quinn's definitely. Well played. It's the only time I ever tell you that. But when we talk about Quinn,
First and only.
when we talk about Quinn, I know he's banged up a lot, and I know that's a knock on him.
He's
but-
healthy right now.
But listen. Let me finish. But if you're going to play a guy,
Yeah, ride him till he gets hurt.
but my point is, he's not coming up to start and left for you, and he's a guy who's going to move around, spot starts here
He's
and there.
23, almost 24 now, right?
Right?
Or he is 24.
Okay, but he's not going to say, "Oh, you're going to play every day and left," and you're using him as not a utility guy, but your first guy off the bench.
Yeah.
Right. Sunday day game guy. The whole routine. Okay, you're using him in that kind of role. Isn't that lessen the chance of the injury? Right.
You would think.
Right. So is he not a better option? Healthy?
Don't you want to get him in
You compare
bats?
Kendrick. I mean, I'll just compare him and Nava. He's better than Nava if he's healthy. He's better than Daniel Nava. I know Nava's got a little Pablo at the bench from the left side. Okay, great.
I'm not a Daniel Nava guy.
I'm not a Daniel Nava guy. So he has no right making his team. How he does. I get it. I can wrap my head around how he making it.
I mean, Howie's got
Right.
more of a
pedigree.
He's got more of a pedigree.
A
Yeah.
little bit more of a pedigree. I get that. But in terms of Daniel Nava,
Howie had a bad year
No.
last year, though.
no.
And
Give me Quinn. And he had a bad year. Why? He got moved to the outfield, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden now a little trouble at the plate, right? Because now I got to think. I got to think too much.
now,
See it all the time, right?
okay,
Gives you
now
a little bit more flexibility if you keep Howie, though. You know what I mean? I'm not a pro Howie guy. I'm, give me Quinn, give me the young guys. That's
Pro
kind of
Howie.
tired of it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he can play a little bit infield for you, a little bit outfield if you had to. He gives you a little bit of versatility that Quinn doesn't. But I'm agreed. He's, Nava doesn't. It's
Yeah, well, then,
left-handed
yeah,
bat off the bench.
Just say Nava.
You know what I mean?
it's just amazing. Like, they constantly wait till these guys are 25. When they're around the league, they wait till they're 21. I just don't get it. Like Roman Quinn's 23, right?
Yeah.
Turned 24 this year. Like the kid's ready to go.
And
He's ready to play.
Yeah, and once again,
And we're gonna wait till Crawford's fucking 25. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and it's like we talk about all the time. Like, until you're ready to win, what is a left-handed bat off the bench?
Seriously.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Stairs was when we were winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? When the Phils were winning, there it is. All right, go get Broxton. Let it eat.
Yeah.
Broxton's throwing 100. Let it eat, dude.
Let it
now,
eat.
now, what do you need, Daniel? I mean, come on.
I mean,
Going win a game late with Daniel Nava.
We're talking about maybe we can
We're
win
running on
86
Broad and
games.
Patterson.
Yeah.
Because Daniel Nava goes Yahtzee in the 9th to win one. No.
We're talking like maybe we can win 86 games. Everything goes right. So we're not probably gonna make the playoffs. You know, like we're gonna really need fucking lightning in a bottle to make the second wild card. So let's get some of these kids up. I mean, we've been saying this for 2 fucking years.
Yep. Listen, not even get the kids up, and you're talking about 2018's a year.
Not to mention Clay fucking Buckholes. What the fuck is he doing on the team, dude? He stinks. Am I the only one that sees that he stinks? I feel like a fucking madman. He's terrible. He's fucking terrible.
I didn't like him with the Red Sox.
He stinks. Christ, somebody kill him already. He's awful. And now Jake Thompson gets to dominate AAA again. Why? Why?
Greasy, oily.
What did Thompson have? 1 run in spring?
Pine tar.
Thompson was dealing.
Cheating, idiot.
Jesus
Sending him
Christ.
back down. Yep.
Buckholz stinks. He stinks. He hasn't been good since his first time he ever fucking pitched in pros. He's been downhill since.
He struggled, man. He's just a guy. He's another guy. It's just a guy. So now, if your target date's 2018 to win, that's your target date, right? That's what you tell the fans. Okay. Well, then why don't all the kids need to start coming up now? Not
Let them get
next
some
year,
time. Let them
right?
get season.
So now I'm going to bring Thompson back up in August and September again.
No, you.
So that's when I'm going to bring him back up. Why?
According
Come on.
according to them, like you said, they're ready to win in 2018. Then you're going to throw these guys into the fire. Like,
Yeah.
Let them fail for a year. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
They're always worried about the fragile, psyche of these kids. Like, you got to see what you got. Like, it's a game of failure. It's 90% failure.
Fucking nut up one time.
Don't tell me about 3 out of 10. That's hitting, right? You're talking about you kick the ball on defense, you get picked off. Pitchers get lit up. The fail rate is like over 90%. Everything you do, it's you wind up failing.
It's
at some point.
baseball.
Yeah, it's
Shit.
unbelievable. It's crazy.
It blows my mind, really. And like we said, like look
all
at Cleveland.
dollars
Look at
and
Cleveland.
cents.
Okay, so Cleveland finally puts it together last year. They go out and they get Andrew Miller, try to go over the hump. And they get to the World Series and everything's great. Honky dory. But Cleveland, they had all those guys up young. And they struggled.
Yeah.
Freaking Carrasco struggled. Salazar struggled. Like they all struggled. Bauer struggled. They're starting to put it together now because they're getting to be like 25, 26. Guess what? Our guys, they stay in the fucking minors all 26.
I mean, Lindor wasn't an instant stud.
I mean, but he is a monster. But
but you know what he had.
He's still young. He's younger than Crawford right now.
You know what you had, but I mean, he had growing pains too. He didn't just come in and was
That's what it's
walking
all about,
320.
No one walks in at 320. It doesn't happen.
I will say this ad nauseum, okay? Where is a young kid, one of your top prospects, going to learn the game better? From big league coaches and big league players, or from minor league coaches and minor league players? It's a simple, dude. It's the simplest thing in the world. Like, if I want this kid to learn the game and get better, don't I want him to be around my best coaches, the guys at my big league level, the guys that I put in this spot, right? Like,
Okay.
come on.
No, I agree. I
It
agree
makes
with
no
that.
sense to me.
I agree with
It
that.
drives me insane.
I think.
And we're a big market, and we're acting like we're Cleveland.
I think you
like
can
we're
get
acting
more
like we're
coaching.
Cleveland. Cleveland's acting like they're the Phillies.
I think you can get more
coaching.
coaching in the minors. So I'm not worried about the coaching aspect. But the fact is, some of these guys come up and they're just not ready to see big league pitching because they haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So you gotta let them see it. You need like 6 months to see big league pitching and make adjustments.
Yeah.
Because guys are just better. They're just better than you've seen in AAA.
Like we talk about, like Trout's not the norm. Like that's
that shit don't happen.
It doesn't happen.
And Trout struggled the first.
And just like we talk
time
about,
he was called up.
like you talk about, like rookie quarterbacks. Like it's very rare that you get Wentz or the year that Dax had. We get it, what I mean? But they struggle.
No,
Usually.
Jared Goff's the norm.
Yeah.
Maybe he might be below the norm. But
His hands are
thank
below.
you, LA.
His hands
But,
are below the norm.
Yeah.
You know that.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
my God.
there's a learning curve. There's a learning curve to everything you do. You know what I mean?
Smells like cabbage.
No, there is. And guess what? And then where's that learning curve going to, where are you going to learn that learning curve?
At the highest
At
level.
the highest level.
Exactly.
Now, you tell me, right, you brought the veterans in this year, right? So this is the year. This is what this drives me insane a little bit. Okay, you bring the vets in.
Bring them every year,
right? No, my point is you bring in your Howie, you bring in your Saunders. Okay, two bat, right?
Yeah,
Bats,
couple bats,
right? Mm-hmm. Now, wouldn't I want to then implement some more of my kids, especially my top prospect? Because where are you going to learn adjustments?
Sprinkle.
Where are you going to learn adjustments from? Than guys who've been in the big leagues for 10 years, 8 years. Them guys can pass stuff along down to you. Mistakes they've made, things that they've learned. I mean, you know how these big leaguers talk to each other. You know how it goes. So the only way this kid's going to be able to learn adjustments is by being in the big leagues to be able to do an adjustment from good or bad. Like, what was the knock on Dominic Brown? He made the one adjustment. He never made another. Right, to Jarrell's point, where's Dominic? But that's the thing. He made the one when he came up. He made that first adjustment. Then he had it. Then he crushed it. Okay, then what do pitchers go do? Now they're making an adjustment to you. He never made the adjustment back then.
Pitcher said, guess what? He's got slow
right?
hands.
So,
bust him in.
You find out, though.
He ended up on a milk cart.
Now imagine if Dominic Brown was down the minors for 2 more years. We would have been salivating, right? Oh, salivating at the mouth for him. Right? I'm like a dog with a fucking bone in my mouth.
Tom been calling him Dominic Browns. It'd have been crazy.
Dominic Browns, because there's more than one during 1 month of the year. Well, you know what I'm saying. We would have not known who he was. And just like I said about Carson the first year, you guys heard this ad nauseum. You play the guy. You draft the guy, a quarterback that early, he plays. You got the top prospect in baseball, or 1 or 2, top 5, however one you want to select with J.P. Crawford. He plays. He plays. He plays.
If there's nobody there. You
Which
know what I mean? Like,
there is.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, when Rodgers came in, Favre was there. So it's good. Here, hold this clip.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Learn.
This guy's a Hall of Famer, all right? And soak it in.
Freddie Galvis, not a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Sorry to break it down.
Yeah. Sam Bradford, not any good.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, until they shipped him.
Sam Bradford was good.
He was going to be, Wentz was going to be inactive until they, until the Vikings called and said, hey, oh my goodness, can you give us Bradford?
Wentz was out for the year.
Real low.
Wentz was out for the year.
Real low talker that guy was.
And then Chase Daniels.
Hey, give us. Real low talker. Give us Bradford. Oh, jeez, did I just say that?
We'll give you a first rounder, I think.
Oh God, did I just say that? Oh God! All right, send it.
Teddy's killing me over here.
This guy's legs facing the other way. Send us Bradford, please.
As he's looking at the leg,
I think Teddy's leg detached.
We got grown men throwing up here at camp. You got.
We need Bradford ASAP. Nobody's gonna be able to stretch the field anymore.
Nobody's ever said that.
It looks
Not
like
even Mrs. Bradford said. We need Bradford.
And coming out the womb, she didn't say we need Sam right now. We need Sam right this second.
Sam sleeves.
She's like,
immediately.
Get back in there. Get back in there. You're not done yet.
That's why he looks cross-eyed all the time.
Back in there.
Just came out loose sleeved. Oh man, no, but and then Chase Daniel thought he was going to start. And they were like,
well, it's just funny,
Chase Daniel, you're not starting.
Right, Wentz was out. Wentz was going to sit out the whole year. Wentz was really hurt before the deal happened, right? And then the Eagles realized, they got wowed with the deal, obviously, but bigger than that, I think they said to themselves, let's find out who the kid is. We got a deal on the table.
Well, what they said was Chase Daniel stinks, so we're not going to start him because that's asinine.
No,
so
even before that, even when Bradford was on this roster.
Yeah. As soon as the Vikings went down, they made a little phone call
we got this guy Sam. He's okay.
Because the only reason
he's all right.
The only reason Wentz was
good defense.
I mean, he's all right.
Sam's
listen.
AP. We got
Sam is not. No one's sitting here and saying that Sam's a really good quarterback, but he's not a really bad quarterback. He's a
who do you have his best numbers?
Middle road guy.
Who do you have his best numbers with? Sam Bradford.
Chip.
Okay. Nick Foles. Who do you have his best numbers with?
Chip.
I'm going to run this off. Mark Sanchez. Who do you have his best numbers with? There's nothing to do with Chip Kelly, trust me.
He's going to talk about Kaepernick. This is a Kaepernick blast.
This is nothing to do with Chip.
Here goes.
Who also had a good statistical year with Chip Kelly?
It wasn't. Kaepernick didn't, though.
I'm giving air quotes
when you're below 60% completion percentage, it's not good. I'm sick and tired of seeing people talking about why is Colin Kaepernick not on a team with 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions last year. He fucking stinks. He went 1-10. He's terrible.
Let me finish. I'm talking about for his career-wise, who had a good year for his numbers under Chip. That's all my point. Everybody puts up hollow numbers.
It's a facade. He didn't really have good numbers. It's a facade.
My point is the guy stinks. I'm so tired of hearing about the guy. If you watch football, you know he's not good enough. And I'm tired of it.
You know what? It's because everyone wants to pull all the liberals and the apologists want to pull the race card. Oh, it's because he kneeled and everyone's racist. No, it's not. It's because he kneeled and he's a fucking asshole. And guess what? Now everyone's looking back and like, you know what? If you were really good, you'd get signed by a team, but you're not really good. So now that you kneeled, fuck you. Yeah, and that's exactly what's going on. And if you don't like it, guess what? It's the NFL stands for not for long, motherfuckers. See ya.
I mean, no, you're 100% right. I also blame Jerkoff's 21 to freaking 30 for being absolute shit, right? Because that's the only reason why he even has he has a possible case is because those last 10 guys in the NFL are atrocious too. He stinks, but those last 10 guys are an abomination.
Listen.
He's just saying like, I guess can I hold a clipboard? You know what I mean? He stinks.
Bottom line is,
you can't pay your backup that much money.
You don't want your backup being the main thing that everyone's going to and looking at during training camp is your backup kneeling. You don't want to deal with it.
Yep.
Listen, you're an NFL exec, absolutely. Right? You're an NFL exec. You see a guy.
And do you think he maybe got blackballed a little bit? I bet he did. Guess what? A bunch of these owners are old school guys.
I think it's
really care about the military, care about the country. You do shit like that?
I think it's
the shit that happens.
Will. I take it a step further.
I'm just telling you the way it is. This is just truth.
I'm coming with you with truth here too. If I'm an NFL exec,
truth bomb,
right? And I'm sitting at home and I look at a guy that we all wrapped our head around by the end of the year. We didn't like the kneel, but we accepted at this point. We were like, it's not
I don't accept it one fucking bit.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I enjoyed it. I just let it go. I wasn't going to talk about it anymore.
It's his prerogative.
You understand? I wasn't going to talk about it anymore. That's my point. It was over with. It is what it is. These guys can do whatever they want, right? That was the thing. Now, when you come in, now I'm an NFL exec. I get over it essentially. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not even paying attention to it anymore. Now you get released, and all of a sudden, now you come out and say you're going to stand. Well, no, you're a hypocrite. I don't want no parts of you. The leaders of my football team is my quarterback. First, second, or third. They got to be the leaders of my team. They have to be, right?
Well,
right?
I don't think there was ever
no, but now you become a big-time hypocrite.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying
NFL execs.
I don't think there was ever a doubt, at least the rational people and sports people like us that knew he was a fraud.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
100% fraud.
I mean, come on. So,
but even if you did, it wasn't like
right? Oh, okay.
Even if you hopped on board the cap train for a minute, right? Even if you're an exec and you hopped on that train for a second, because there's execs around the league that probably were okay with it. There were some executives. I'm not saying owners. I'm saying GMs, player personnel guys. There was probably guys around the league that were okay with it. But as soon as you come out and now switch it, you're a hypocrite. I don't want you on my football team.
No.
Right? If I'm trying to build a culture and bring you in, why don't I bring in a hypocrite? And don't tell me about donations. He hasn't gone to the worst city in this country yet. He hasn't stepped goddamn foot in Chicago yet. So don't tell me what he's done. Don't tell me about money he's handed out. I don't give a shit. He sent money over to Africa for hungry kids before he even went to Chicago in his own state, in his own country, I mean. That's a hypocrite. That's a hide behind the keyboard and make a donation hypocrite and not going out and doing shit. So I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. He wanted change. He had the chance to have change, right? He had a chance to, right? What did he do with his cause? He shit on the people that backed his cause. But now they're so far in the corner right now, stuck in the corner, that they don't realize, because now they backpedaled already away. They backpedaled away from it. Now they're stuck back there, having to back this guy who's a hypocrite, because nobody's going to change their stance if they really believed in him. They're not going to change their stance.
Well, they can't change it now.
Now they're going to
change it now because they're a hypocrite.
Now they're going to come at you with stats. Stop it, because you never watched a game of football.
I love these guys. I love these guys.
Right,
he was 16 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. You're trying to tell me he can't play? Did you watch any? Did you watch any of the games? Did you watch any of the games? Because he went 1-10. He went 1-10, which is terrible.
I had a good Thanksgiving 3 years ago.
He's 11-20.
Numbers lie.
He's 11-25
in
the last 3 years. 11-25 in the last 3 years. 1-10 last year. Okay, under 60% completion percentage, and he's kneeling during the fucking anthem. He don't get a job. This is the way it is. It sucks. It's America. Okay, it's not for everybody. Sorry, NFL's not for everybody. We ain't handing out jobs here. I want to play. I love to play in the NFL. Guess what? I can't. I've accepted it. Colin Kaepernick. You know what? You were maybe good enough to be a backup. Then you started pulling some kneeling bullshit, and now you're not that anymore.
Well, guess what?
Accept it.
We all know the real. I mean,
go to the CFL.
We'll move on from this in a second. We all
you
know
can kneel up there during.
We know the reason he kneeled. We know the reason he kneeled. So he wanted to get his ass cut from the race. It's Chip Kelly. It was real simple. So it's easy to go throw $1 million overseas to some whatever, some donation It's easy to throw that money around when you just got $14 million to stay on the goddamn roster because you did yourself a business.
He got beat up by Gabbert, and he wanted to get back.
It's a business decision. Yeah. His ass was getting cut the second Gabbert won that job over him. He was getting his ass cut.
And they couldn't. And once he kneeled for African American rights, he wasn't getting cut by Chip. He wasn't getting cut by Chip after the shit that Chip was through over here in Philly.
No shot. All right, you want to get in there? March Madness real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Wrap it up with the tourney.
Absolutely.
Wrap it up with the tourney. Listen, I said.
If you got any thoughts on Kaepernick, then let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Well, we're willing to hear him. We think you're wrong, but we're willing to hear him. We're willing to hear you out.
Because he's in the same boat as like Jackie Robinson, guys like that. That were.
Yeah.
That were like,
that
were great.
I saw a picture of him at Rosa Parks.
That were actually great.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
There was a picture of Cap in a bus with Rosa Parks. Are you serious? He was sitting behind her. Are you kidding me?
Wait, what?
Are you? Yeah, I swear to you.
Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God, that's what I saw.
Are you kidding me?
This is where you go. What time? Another video today? Because this is what I run into. The masses are dumb. The masses are a problem. They really are. You're going to compare this guy to Rosa freaking Parks? Are you kidding me? Or Muhammad Ali? Stop it. Just stop it. Ali can throw. You forgot that Ali can throw it. All right? He can throw the
A lot better than that. I mean,
oh, you want me to get quick? I'll go 475.
Oh Jesus. 499.
Now it's a 5-2. I think I tore something.
I was going to say, you're hurt now, aren't you?
Hey,
that's great.
After this commercial break.
Looks so much faster in the mirror. All right.
Tom's been shadow boxing, in case anyone was wondering. Oh, shit. No, but seriously, are you serious about that Rosa Parks thing, really?
Yeah, swear. That's what I say.
I just don't understand. I don't get it.
It was in the thing we were arguing in. It was in that group.
Is he even black?
If you keep scrolling.
I don't even know. Is he even African American?
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either. I think he's from
I'm calling
Egypt.
bullshit.
He's got white parents. He's from Egypt. I don't even know where he is.
I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah, just from the head up, I think.
He's Egyptian.
That midsection.
Dude grew an afro.
Cells as white as can be.
Wait, he grew an afro just so he was allowed to kneel last year. He was like, see, I am. I mean, look. Yeah.
No white guy's growing an afro like that.
A couple seeds up there.
Couple seeds.
Chia.
Make sure you water it twice a day.
He had Chip watering the form in the all season.
Shit.
That's great. A couple good games yesterday.
Yeah. I really thought, what's funny is I actually said I was on.
The refereeing's been fucking terrible. Can we just put that out there? Yeah. And because I keep hearing people talk about it, and guess what? It's college, and the refereeing is bad. It just is. Just enjoy the games, people, because it's bad. We all know it's bad. Just gotta deal with it. Like it was bad. The Gonzaga game was bad. There's people getting hacked, no calls, and there was guys getting touched with calls. I mean, be consistent, referee. Like, be consistent.
Absolutely, but like that thing that you posted, the Higgins guy. I mean, it's just asinine. I mean, grow up. I mean, just get over it. It's it's a sporting event. I mean, as much as passionate as you can be, and and as loyal as you want to be, and excited as sports gets you, it's a game. All right,
who takes it that far to go after the guy that badly? I mean, I like to think that I'm a pretty terrible loser, but I wouldn't take it that far. And I am. I'm terrible, awful.
Yeah, and he's looking for guys to take boats and
oh, that's all joke. That's all joke, except for buckholes. It's all joke.
I was saying earlier in the week that I wasn't really zagged up. I really felt like South Carolina was the better basketball team. It was just a personal thing. I thought they were going to be too athletic.
Shit, I wish I would have known that.
No, because listen, well, that came into it, man. When your best player's not right, and you can see it from the first jump shot on. No, I just thought that they would beat them. That's all. I just thought they were a little bit better than them. That's all. I thought that Gonzaga hasn't seen the kind of pressure defensively that South Carolina.
South Carolina is good.
That's all I thought. And they were both. More of they're both upperclassmen type teams, which everybody in the tournament that was left were mostly upperclassmen, driving these teams to the Final Four, which I thought was cool for a college basketball game. I think it needs that again. I think it's important for kids to stay longer, not only for their own development in their own game, but not only but for the college game as well. I think.
Take that one and done and beat it.
Yeah, I really think it should be three academic years. Because listen, there's so many ways you can spin it, and we'll dive right into it. But you can give so if you got Nike or if you're Michigan, you got Jumpman, whatever. Okay, now if you bring in a big recruit.
Just give some of these kids some money.
Just give them some of the sneaker money. Now, after the 3 years, they can go sign with Under Armour, Reebok, whoever they want to. Okay, Nike, whoever. But during that 3-year period, give them part of jersey sales. Just give them extra, including the academic side of things.
Then
kids are going to – because
there's a reason
they shouldn't get in trouble for getting a fucking piece of pizza from their coach, okay? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That shit's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why the NBA draft is such hit and miss.
Yep.
It's a debacle because
there's kids coming out.
Yeah,
coming out as kids.
Yeah, and
you don't know what's going to happen when they get the money. That's the problem. You don't know if they still have the fire once they get the money. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Listen, a 35-game sample size, right? It's like a 35-game sample size.
Sometimes not even.
Sometimes less, right? For a kid, for an 18-year-old kid that you're going to throw tons of money at. Now, what's better for this kid, for his future, developing your game another 2-3 years? Imagine Andrew Wiggins, and then Wiggins is a good player right now. But imagine if Wiggins stayed 3 years at Kansas. The development he would have got. Now, don't talk to me about money because these guys can get insurance policies out on everything. And if they tear an ACL and never play again, which they will because Sean Livingston's proof of that. And if you're that good, you're going to come back and play and somebody's still going to give you a chance. Yeah. But my point is that you can get insurance policies out on all this that if you tear it and never play again, you're walking away with $15 million still and an education. Yeah. So I don't want to hear it anymore. You're ruining the college game.
You get in more trouble at 19 years old with millions of dollars.
They
would
at 21.
It's just facts.
Facts.
So
really,
and baseball and football have the rules. So why is it just one sport?
And don't give me the NBDL because seriously, once they go to I feel like once they go to the NBDL, who actually makes it back to the NBA?
None.
Seriously,
none.
Like
you might get a
3%. 3%. Like, come on.
Yeah.
The guys that go to the NBDL and make it to the NBA are the guys that are 4-year guys but weren't good enough to get drafted. Then they work their way through the DL. They're the ones that are hungry. They're the ones that do get to the NBA. The ones that get drafted first round, like Hashim Thabit, and go to the DL. What's happened to him? Huh? He's back in Africa. Who knows? Who knows where the fuck he is? Yeah. Seriously.
Kaepernick sent him some food.
Yeah.
Colin
Kaepernick sends Hashim Thabit 10 cents a day.
I was just going to say, for 25 cents a day, you can feed a 7'2" guy a giant bowl of rice.
No, but seriously, what? Where?
Biggest bowl you ever seen.
It's a popcorn bowl full of rice. All right, come on. Where?
And he said the Barkley.
Where do some of these guys go? Some of these guys go top 10. They go to the NBDL and they're never seen from again. You know why? Because they got millions of dollars. They're in the fucking NBDL. No one's watching them.
But guess what?
They do whatever the fuck they want.
Consider it twofold, right? Not only is
pass, give.
Some of it.
All their
pump up, give all day. Fucking rotation. Fucking up the rotation.
I got ESPN the magazine in there from Stoudemire and Rasheed Wallace on the cover.
Hey, Michael Irvin, you home? Michael Irvin, you home?
And the cover says Blazers. So these guys have been spoken for a long time.
Hey, Mike, you home?
Because that's when the NBA guys in that article, at ESPN the magazine, and this is a long time ago, but I read it not even that long ago because I think it's interesting. But a lot of these guys say why they smoke.
I remember why.
So they don't get in trouble going out to the clubs.
Well, they said they would go.
What am I going to get in less trouble at?
They would say a lot of them would say they would go out to the clubs, but they didn't want to drink and be hungover the next day for practice or a game, so they just smoke weed.
Stay home.
Yeah,
okay.
You could just stay home. Yeah.
No. But that's what they were saying. They just stay home. That's all. They stay home, and that's what they do, so they didn't get in trouble.
That whole thing started when Damon Stoudemire's house.
Yeah.
They thought it got broken into, and the cops had to go in there and see if, because he was on the road. They had to go in there and see if anyone was trying to rob him.
And they had
he had 20 pounds of weed. He had 20 pounds of weed, and they're like, well, I mean, we saw it. We can't take it because unfortunately we weren't here for that, but we know you have it.
Yeah. Rashid was sleeping right next to it.
Yeah. He was using it as a pillow.
Sweeps, you getting shout-outs.
Oh, my man. JT, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, but, I mean, I agree. It's 3 years. 3 years for these guys. It would be perfect. It really would.
I just think you're going to get a better kid.
Coming from a guy who's a Syracuse fan, who guys leave after 1 year fucking all the time, I would love 3 years.
You're going to get a
Give
better
me 3
kid.
years, Christ.
You're going to get a more polished product. The draft system is going to be easier on scouts. First off, both NHL and NBA, I don't really care about the NHL, but both need to get rid of the lotteries ASAP. You want to keep your legs from being watered down? Get the worst team the first pick. I know you're trying to avoid tanking, but this whole protected pick nonsense that these teams do is all it does is favor tanking. Like all these protected picks that you can trade and hold off, it favors tanking. The league's a walking contradiction. The league's a walking contradiction of what they don't want done. Just give the worst team the number 1 pick, and then make kids stay 3 years and watch these bad teams get better. Watch the league even itself out more because the lottery hurts the league.
Instead of one team tanking, 6 tank now because they're trying to get the number 1 pick. Well, we got a shot, so we might as well tank with them.
Well, they all do it anyway.
The Lakers are in such tank mode, it's fucking hilarious.
But that's my point.
D'Angelo Russell is kicking balls off the court like it's a goddamn kickball game. All right? Are you kidding me right now?
It's a kickball game.
Christ almighty. It's like 3rd grade.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Is that Chuck Norris?
That's a great commercial. That might be the best commercial on TV. I bet he catches his salt shaker, he throws it, he kicks it right back off his face. Oh, that's a good one. No, but man, I agree with you, Tom. And now moving forward, the games were great last night. By the way, both ended up being good games. Both were actually kind of looking like they were getting a little out of hand, and they both got big runs, tightened them up. I mean, they were good games. Oregon's a pretty good team. Dorsey played like shit.
Yeah, he did. He carried him for like 2 months.
He carried him for like the last
2
month.
months,
yeah. But he didn't play well. Justin
17.
Jackson can really play, man.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Really good.
A little bit.
And you know what, though?
How about the heart of Kennedy Meeks, though?
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
guy does all the dirty work. I mean, like,
You sounded like Bill.
rebound.
You sounded like Bill right there.
I mean,
I thought that was Raph next to me. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great. Like I had to look at you. Look at the heart of Kennedy Meeks.
I tell you what.
Send it in, big fella.
Send it in, big fella. Get the puppies.
I love it.
I love him. I love him.
Shuffle.
He was on a listen.
Like,
he was in a groove last night.
I didn't realize
with a double dipper.
You beat me to it. I said shuffle the puppies. It was gather
the puppies. He does say shuffle. He shoveled the puppies a little bit on a walk. He just shoveled the puppies. No, but he's the best. I mean, he was on fire last night. Like, he started game 1, and he was cruising. And I'm like, he was talking about He was talking about the big Polish guy for the Zags, their center.
Oh,
talking about, like, they're going to have to. They're going to have to replace the floor after that fall down, he was saying.
Yeah, how soft is he, though? I know you got poked in the eye, but get up.
I got poked in the eye.
Get up.
Ask your brother about it.
I mean, you would have thought it was a sniper. I was looking around for a sniper in the I was like, is there a sniper in the rafters? I mean, come on. You got your
Kodowski got sniped!
You got your shit thrown. You got
Block.
your shit gave to you, and then the follow through, a little poke.
That's the way I get blocked in YMCA leagues. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you.
I was Big Willie back in the day.
Looked like Tony blocking Scarecrow Steve back in the day.
Give me that shit,
dude. But seriously though, he did get. He got that was some weak sauce. But I'll tell you what, nobody in the world can be more zagged up than I am right now. I want Gonzaga to win so bad tomorrow. I fucking hate North Carolina.
I know.
I hate them. I hate them. Let's go Zags. I'm so zagged up, which means they have no shot to win. But I'm zagged up.
I agree. I got him in my pool though. I got
Cards up 1-0,
UNC.
sweepsy.
What inning?
5th, bottom 5.
Let's go, Carlos.
Oh, I love it. I got him. Opening days on my hill, too. Let's go. Let's go.
Definitely at the table, Carlos.
Sit at the table.
Let's go.
I'm trying to find a line for tomorrow night. I'm just curious.
I got you right here.
UNC minus 1.5. I know who I'm taking. I'm not falling for the Cinderella twice in a row.
I got it at -1.
It's a roll. It's a roll.
-1. Love the Zags.
Put it in.
Love the Zags. Love them.
I don't like them at all.
Love them.
I think it's an old-fashioned roll job.
153 and a hook also.
No, I'm not going over with you
The
again.
hooker's
I'm
out.
done with that.
Hooker's
The
out.
Kentucky game. I thought I'd come over with you.
Hooker's out.
We were under. We knew it was going under after the first 10 minutes. Kentucky, UNC, when we went over.
No, I know.
Yeah. First like 5 minutes. Yep, this is an under.
Yeah.
It was like 240 and a half. I think it wasn't that much, but it was a lot. It was a lot. They had to score 90 a pop, I think. That was 161.
That's like I constantly.
Guess what? If he doesn't hit that shot, it's OT and a winner.
And it goes over. I know. It's OT and over.
I know.
Fuck you, May.
I know. That's how the whole tournament went for me.
The white guy that's going to class at 7 a.m. banging shots. This fucking guy.
Stop making everybody look bad. I mean,
I know.
I like the guy, but I mean, cut the shit.
There should have been a video of him bonging a
Quick as
beer
we
at
said,
6
we want
a.m.
guys quick as we said, we want guys
I
to stay
would've
3
texted
years. Knock it off.
Dude, he would have heard about it at practice. I mean, Uncle Sweeps would have gave it to him.
Yeah, you're not going to
Come
class.
on, dude, what are you doing?
I'm going live video next to a nice lady.
I mean, 10 o'clock minimum, but I'm not going to any class.
First off, there would have definitely been an Instagram post of some girl like she did with Edelman. Oh, just banged May.
Yeah, I'm doing that though. If I'm him, I'm mad. I banged the shot and banged this.
Oh man,
winning.
No shower.
And you just hashtag it winning.
Yep.
Yeah, no shower.
Smell that.
Yep. I know I'm taking the camera in class and hitting the professor with one of them.
Yep, that's you. Smell that.
That's the name on the quiz, right?
Oh, professor, that's
no
you.
shower game winning hour.
I'm going to my bio class. What does this smell like?
Get that.
Just walk in. How's everybody's morning?
Get that analyzed for hooker juice. Let's go.
Let's get it out.
Oh, Jesus.
But I hear you. I mean,
the juice is loose.
I do have UNC in my pool, so. But
I can't wait.
Let's go, Zags!
I'm more excited about Rafferty than I am about the game. I feel like he's just the way he's cruising. He just makes it
zagged up.
That's the first time in a long time that UNC is not going to have the size advantage. So we'll see what happens.
But I think what I kind
of like that other kid, by the way.
Collins.
Oh my God,
I love Collins. So I'm saying
Yo.
Collins.
He can play.
And the
First
big,
McDonald's All-American.
He can play.
The big pole is soft, but two monsters right
Collins
there.
can play. I like him. Collins, if they want to beat UNC,
Karnowski's dad looks like he might have been in the war or something. I think he's. I don't know where he got the softness from because his dad was rolling.
Yeah, one of the ugliest guys you ever seen.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying he's been beating.
Rivals Willie McGee. It's like him and Willie. If it's him and Willie took a picture, you'd be like, oh, jeez.
And Tyrone Hill, he put them all in. Ugly.
He looked like a guy from the Cold War.
Oh, yeah, he been in something.
He was like, Drago, finish him!
But I think that when you talk about Collins, he needs to be on the floor more for the Zags tomorrow night if they want to play with UNC.
Well, they have to.
UNC's real.
You got bored with Hicks and Meeks.
But I'm saying
they have S on the end. By the way, they do.
Like he said, Jackson has been great, and of course we know about Meeks. You know who hasn't been great is Berry. All right, if he hasn't been shaving points, I mean, he better. You're going to get investigated.
That's the Barry that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Though. That's been the Barry for 3 years.
Yep.
Brett Kerfoot will tell you, hates him. He's a big UNC guy. Hates Barry.
Awful.
Actually started playing good this year. Now he's back to himself.
Yeah.
But I'm zagged up. Let's go Zags. I'm going to pick. I'll say 79-78 Zags.
80-73 UNC.
That's on the number, by the way. could be a good guess.
Because it's probably going to hit that right on the number.
79-76 UNC.
I roll around in that area. Jules?
Let's go Zags.
What are you thinking?
Jules?
84-71 UNC.
Ooh, I like it.
Double digits.
I like it. Wow. They could easily make that double.
Spunk.
Getting ganged up on over here, huh?
I like.
How's it feel?
I like Pope's replacement. Beat it, Pope.
Someone text Pope. What's going on in WrestleMania? Just kidding. We don't care.
Yeah, Billy Casey tried to chime in.
Get that singlet off, would you?
And I didn't even answer it for him. Much as I love Billy, I didn't even answer.
I love Billy.
We didn't answer the question.
The Bandit.
He gave us a statement. He came statement about yeah.
WWE statement.
Oh, Jason Edward in the house, best in the business. Respect due to Sweeps for keeping it real with this squad. Get Sweep. I mean, Stixie.
No, what's up, Stix?
With the cards. It's a good cards jersey. Ozzie Smith.
Yeah, the Wizard.
And he's got 83-81 North Carolina.
Woo!
So he's our heels right with us. Stixie.
It'll probably be -2 tomorrow. So it'll be a push. Push. No one likes a push.
I might tell you to put me that game in right now before that line moves. I smell a mover. I smell something moving tomorrow. I think this line's going to shift on us, put it on right on air. Everybody can hear it. I wanted it one.
Jesus Christ. Just to let you guys know, the way that Tom's been betting, load up on Gonzaga.
Yeah, this guy's lost a lot more than me. You know where to go.
You've bet like 9 games. You've lost every one of them.
What are you talking about?
Can't even hit a teaser. You're getting 6 points each way. You stink.
Hit last night, did I not?
I know, you did.
All right. Right back on the saddle.
About time.
Right back on the saddle.
Here he comes.
Vincent Polini, I challenged Big Wilson for the belt.
You have no shot.
Pitbull singing at the moment in WrestleMania.
That seems like a good choice.
Somebody should punch him in the head.
Why?
He's still relevant.
Was it, baby, I like it?
Yeah, somebody punches. Somebody.
Pitbull's brutal.
Yeah, listen, wrestling's brutal. Stop. We're grown men.
I watch
I know you do.
I mean, I wasn't
taking a shot, but
no, shoot away. I didn't want to sit up here and and be a fraud. I mean, I'm not.
You're not Cap.
I'm not having parties and wearing singlets like Pove. You know what I mean? But I watch Monday Night Raw. Absolutely. I enjoy a good storyline.
Theme
I
music,
fast forward like a
costume,
son of a
everything.
bitch, though.
He said theme music, costume, everything.
Could you imagine Rafferty commentating wrestling?
That'd be something I watch. That'd be something I really watch.
Double onions.
Look at
Onions.
A little kick on the ass.
I think he's using the whole thumb, Doc.
A little onions. A little kiss off the ropes. He's the best. I mean,
he is good.
He makes
He's good.
college basketball.
Yeah.
He's Billy Raff. Nobody does it better. He said about Barkley. He said something about Barkley being overweight too in the second game. It was great. I don't know what he said. I completely forget what he said, but he was taking shots. I loved it. I thought, and then Barkley said at the end they were all talking about the UNC finish there where nobody's boxing out, and he said guys box out more in a YMCA league than they did in them last two chances to box out. Like Jordan Bell didn't even get a body. Like Jordan Bell, your position is what all matters. So when you start working your way deep under the basket, right, you're over. It's done. You got to work your way out and box it out. Get your positioning.
Yeah, and with 8 seconds left.
Division I basketball player, I got to tell this too.
Even prior to that, with 8 seconds left, you hoist a three. All right, cut it out. Right, I mean,
First off, that's their own fault. What are they doing? What are they doing? That's terrible. That was terrible on them. You
don't know if you're going to get it back.
Dude, you don't wait till there's 2 seconds left. Then you obviously foul.
Yeah.
When you're up 3. That was awful by South Carolina. I'm watching. I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing? You got to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball. You get down in 2 seconds. Obviously, they're fouling.
Yeah.
You're down 3, dummy.
Yeah, I was talking about that too. Absolutely. Yeah, Oregon too.
Oh yeah, but what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Layup. I mean, come on. You're out of timeouts. I mean, you don't get it side out anymore. I mean, what are you gonna do? Just hoist the three. If it goes, it goes.
It goes exactly. Jay said anything
I think
over.
I think Thornwell was ready to go, but it was like Willie said it was too late. Like he was going.
Anything over 200, Tom blames the bookie. That's what Jay said. Status quo, yep.
Sounds about right.
Not running from that one.
Sounds about right.
Not hiding under a rock on that one.
We can call Boyd up. Figure that one out.
I didn't put that game in.
Stixie, did the squad start this weekend? The weather's starting to break. Did you guys get fired up?
I'm sure the militia were out. I'm sure the militia were out laying down bunts.
Bum, bum.
I see,
first or third.
I see the Park Trash won a trophy. So
yeah, tough not to see the way they post.
I'll tell you what.
This is coming from a media whore.
Listen, I'm working. All right, I'm not blowing how big my softball bat is.
I'll tell you what. They're solid squad MVP mouths on the Park Trash. You gotta give it to them.
They'll beat you before you even take the field.
Yeah.
They'll beat you in warm-ups. Because they're gonna wear you out.
They're adding Tony. They added Tony McDowell. That's another mouth of the South. They're adding right another one.
Now they're a dynasty. You had a mouth like that to them mouth.
Game's never been won in warm-up.
Like he should have grew up in the park. I feel like he should have lived in the park. He fits right with him. A lot of heavy talkers. That's a good team too.
Oh, it is.
Good. A lot of heavy talkers. I like what they're doing out there. We're putting together a dynasty of talkers. Big fan. Maybe there's openings for me then. After all, maybe I get back into it just to come sit the bench and talk. Ask Dixie.
By the way,
bench talker.
High school opens this week.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Hold on. Jay goes, very low tax bracket on that squad.
Probably live on a Bird Street, White House.
Cul-de-sac.
Possibly off road A or B.
Jason.
Maybe C.
What about open up tomorrow?
Wednesday,
yeah, same here.
At Overbrook.
Did it get rained out this weekend, or was that the opener? Wednesday was the opener.
Wednesday's the opener, yeah.
We got rained out, and we were open up at Timber Creek and Eastern. 2 in the state. We'll see.
Yeah.
Are they
Jack
giving the kid
Herman,
the ball?
stud, right?
Yeah, they got two hitters.
Is Danny taking the ball opening day or
Wednesday? Yeah.
He's
not throwing in the shawl.
Really?
At all.
Wow.
No, they're not going to start him Sunday because we play. I don't know who we play. First game after the show, we play somebody in conference that they want to beat.
Wow. I thought he was doing at least. I didn't think we'd see him. I
From
thought
what
he was at least going to have to go against Cedar Creek.
From what I've heard is that he ain't throwing it all in the Shaw.
Wow.
Terrible. We want to win the Shaw.
Yeah, look at this.
Tired of this fucking abuse. This guy's a pass.
I mean, they're just letting him walk right into another trophy.
No.
Well, first of all,
we're gonna play.
We don't know that. That's no.
We're coming to play,
true.
Coach.
We're coming to play.
It beat Cedar Creek first, though. I'm not putting that. I'm not. That's not a knock on anything.
I know. Anything with a Cedar, I'm not going to fall in love with him.
I know, but you saw what happened last year.
Things happen.
Baseball. If they skip Danny last year, they lose to Riverside. I mean, he throws a 1-0 shutout.
We're gonna hit this year.
No, I understand.
Hopefully.
I can't believe he's not throwing at all.
We throw on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then the first game after the show.
Yeah.
That's just what I thought. I thought they would throw on Wednesday and hope.
Monday.
Huh?
You don't open up Wednesday. You should open up Monday. All right. Then
Talk to the fucking AD.
No, I'm just saying. You open up Monday. You know what I mean?
If I had my way, I'd be
Saturday was opening day. You open up Monday. Big fella goes there, and then he goes in that Saturday game or Sunday, whatever. And I don't know.
Yeah. Preaching to the choir.
We'll just sit down with the schedule makers next time.
Good talk with the Rider guys too. So we'll see if we can talk.
He was at Westchester today.
Yeah, I know where you're. I know.
He was.
I know where his head's at. So.
Him and my dad went to Westchester today. Yeah.
Cool.
I know where his head's at. Head's at too. Big goddamn bulldog.
No, absolutely.
Right, go get it, Danny.
I don't know. Carrier Post got me all upset.
What are them jabrones saying?
7 or players?
No. Yeah. No. Well, Philly Inquirer's got a 7.
Yeah. Oh, the Courier doesn't.
Carrier doesn't even have us ranked. How many 7 in the Inquirer, not even ranked in Carrier? How's that possible?
Guys should touch shorts.
Kevin
what are
Minnick.
you guys doing?
Kevin Minnick. Someone needs to slap Kevin Minnick. I'll tell you that. Fucking blast him right now. Kid's not even a player to watch either.
Is there a player to watch?
Yeah. What?
You're not watching them? How are you not watching that? Not even no players
confused.
to watch.
He's on the NJ.com one for the whole state, but not for Carrier Post.
Good reporting.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. They're really getting around, huh?
Yeah,
they're cutting them back.
He blows Eastern. That's what he does.
That's what happens.
He does blow Eastern. Five guys prior to watching Eastern. GC's number 1. They're not even. They're like fucking 13th in the NJ.com top 20 for the state.
GC.
And he's got GC number 1 in South Jersey.
Blows,
they have Eastern like number 3 in the state.
He blows GC in Eastern, and he's got rabbit ears. We beat GC in the Diamond like 2 years ago, and I was like, that's what you get for putting us on the same side. You know what I mean? Should be on the other side.
You like that?
And he's like, Coach, come on. It's predetermined.
Oh, who, Minnick?
Tuck your ears in.
Tuck your ears in, queer. That's all I need to know. I'm going to slam that motherfucker now. You better watch it.
Hey, that's great.
Kevin Minnick.
Phil Anastasia backing us, though. Love Phil.
Yeah.
And Phil comes full circle, and he's back. Because I was upset with Phil after we beat Gloucester Catholic 3 years ago in the Diamond, and they made it out to like this miraculous, insane, unprecedented win. I'm like, hey, respect the program, dude.
Yeah, have a little class.
Fucking 8 stand titles, incredible win. Let's go here.
One zip. Get off me
Jesus
with that
Christ.
1 zip win.
Fucking Christ Almighty. I was a little down on Phil after that, but then he comes full circle, puts the kid 70s back in the business.
Just when you think he's out, he brings him back
Just
in.
when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and pull a stunt like this and totally redeem yourself.
Driving the Green Wave Hog.
Oh, man.
Jason Allen, let's take it easy on the Park Boys, fellas.
Jay, nothing against Albatross Road, Jay. All right? Big fans of Albatross.
Yeah.
All right?
Pipe down and pipe down and get to you.
I might stay away from Cardinal Court or
Hold on.
Or Pelican Drive.
I'm going to let him go, but I'm looking right at the camera. I'm looking right at the camera at you, Jason. Great for chiming in, but get my boy's car ready. It's been like 14 days. What's going over there?
We got bad service?
I don't know.
Not BMW Atlantic City. We're off X17 in the park. Right? Find them online, BMWAtlanticCity.com.
Listen, we didn't say we didn't say a place of business. Get it done. Get it done, Jay Bird.
Get it done.
Let's go.
Jay likes the street names. That a boy, Wells. Pumping the street names.
Come on. I know it. I've been on Albatross a lot of times. Good kids on Albatross. Good people.
Perfect name. How fitting.
Yeah. Sounds like Alcatraz. Alcatraz Court.
Watch yourself on Pelican.
All right, we'll wrap up.
We're rolling, boys. That's going to wrap it up. Baseball season's upon us. Thank you, everybody.
It's like Christmas morning.
Thank all our sponsors.
Let's go, Phils.
GibsonMayor.com for all your tax needs.
Or 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, 4. What the fuck is that, dude?
Terrible.
Fucking Cincinnati, dude.
Terrible. GibsonMayor.com. as well as the Soap Stash, the new soap standard. Find them on the web, soapstash.com, BMW Atlantic City.
Let's go.
BMWAtlanticCity.com. Scanzano Sports, ScanzanoSports.com, and the Sports Outlet, SportsOutletInc.com.
We'll see you next Sunday night.
Jules, good work.
Jules, good work,
Ryan
brother.
Wilson.
Appreciate
Nicky Jules on the 1s and 2s. Thanks,
Might
brother.
be taking over. He might be taking over, Pove. Where you at?
Driving
Next
that
Sunday
Green Hornet.
night. Next Sunday night, one of us is going to be happy.
Driving that Green Hornet.
One of us is going to be happy. We'll see who.
For the best in the business, we're all out. Late.